What's up, everybody? We are on Twitch. Clinton and Emmy, we are here. We're ready to rock. We're Twitch and YouTube. What am I talking about? Just Twitch.
We're Twitubing.
We are doing everything.
Twitubing.
Woo!
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube
And Twitch. That's what we do.
Twitch.
Man, it feels good. I'm excited, guys. How's everyone in the chat? We see your chat before we go live. It is always a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. What is up? Vinyl Cherry, Keith, Jordan, Girl Dad Games. Thank you. You were the first one to comment. Congratulations. K-Lam, Looney Tings. Love it. Hope you guys are doing great. I see BWGJ. Awesome. And Rob the Incredible. Rob, good to see you, man. Mary Ann. It is a fun night tonight.
A lot of people. I see Jared Potter saying what's up. Hey, Jared. This is
Hi, everybody.
This is awesome. Whether you're joining us on YouTube or Twitch, you will all be featured in the chat overlay, so hope you feel heard and seen. We are so excited to be here. I need to turn some audio down. Hi, Emmy. Aw, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Love it. Oh, gosh. You guys ready?
They're mad I didn't put my shirt on.
We're mad
Or that
put
I
a
put
shirt
a
on.
shirt on.
Yeah, false advertising.
You know, to be honest, I tried to find a tank top just to be kind of funny and wear the tank top, but I couldn't find my tank top, so.
Vinyl Cherry, I have a question. Do we have a subreddit? No, I actually Googled it, or I went to Reddit the other day. I was like, I wonder if we have a subreddit. Like, that would be awesome, but we do not. No one has created a subreddit. Maybe we need to make one, but right now, there is not one.
I don't know what that is.
So many outlets of social media.
Yes, there is. There is. We are available everywhere except the one place you want us to be. That's kind of how it goes.
Jordan asked if it would be weird to add us on Facebook, and I don't think that's weird.
Not weird at all.
Friends with a couple.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Feel free. MJ.
You're saying absolutely it's weird?
No,
I'm just kidding.
You're a dickhead. MJ. Hey, MJ. Nice to see you. Getting worse. Wow, can finally see Brandon's face on cam. I took your notes, okay? I heard you. I know that I was hard to see. I hope the lighting looks beautiful. Because I'm literally up against a black wall over here, so I had to do something. Oh, man. Oh, Keith is on it. Keith's making a subreddit. Hey, we have a subreddit now. I was always thinking, and I know this is funny, I almost wish I was a little surprised, because I was like, if we have a subreddit, we've made it. We didn't have a subreddit when I looked 2 days ago.
Yeah, because isn't it kind of douchey to make your own? Like,
yeah, exactly. You don't make your own. You don't ever make your own. Keith, thank you for making me not look like a douche. Appreciate you. Okay, I'll add you all. Nice, Jordan. Nice. W Nelson. Hey guys, what's up, Will? Hey, it is Will. Nice. Let me be your douche. Keith said.
Let me be your douche. Let me be your douche.
Joshua Jones says my 8-month-old is watching with me, so keep it clean, assholes. Love you guys. And Joshua, we will definitely fucking keep it clean just for your 8-month-old for sure.
Where do you see that?
That's on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, you can't read the YouTube comment. I luckily have a little thing that reads both. It's nice being the.
Why are you fancy?
Well, because I'm the producer and I have to see both. Because if someone says dickwads, well, I don't know. I wouldn't ban them for that. It would have to be something way more egregious, like Clinton's the best. Then I would ban.
When did we get titles? What's my title?
Your title is Math Fact Extraordinaire.
Okay, all right. I'm good with that.
Clinton's making promises he don't keep, like not being shirtless for this show.
That's a long title as well. I am the podcast mascot, and the looks and the marketer for the podcast. So
wonderful.
Wait, now I want a fun title too.
I'm going to watch Black Widow tonight.
You're the math teacher.
W. Nelson. Will says, I'm going to watch Black Widow tonight. I already listened to your pod, so it might be spoiled. Yeah, if you listen to our Black Widow spoiler, oh man, I hate that you had to hear us first, man. Always experience the movie or the show before listening to us. My 7 and 5-year-olds are watching, but say what you want because they're dogs. Ah, Buddha baby. I love it. I love it, Buddha baby.
There's Nader. Nader's on here.
Hey, Nader. Hey, it's my favorite podcaster friends. Love to see y'all. Love to see you, Nader.
Yeah.
Hi.
BWGJ with the hashtag Humble Clinton already starting. So.
And he's a
Hashtag.
math master.
Yep.
That I am.
Oh, man.
Actually, I had to go to school today, and I actually talked to one of my principals about my schedule because it's not math heavy enough. And they hired on somebody else, and they gave her all the math classes, and I was like, you guys know I love math.
Yeah. What the hell?
No.
Jerks.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Avengers Assemble recording. This is going to be great. Clinton just lit up at Nader. Oh.
You know why? Because he's not been on here, and he's been my biggest fan from the beginning.
Yeah,
so.
he's always like, Brandon's a koala bear. Emmy's like a, I don't remember.
It'll be in the stream tonight.
Clinton's a goat. And I'm like, Nader, quit making his head bigger. Quit. Son of a biscuit.
I promise I'm really not a self-absorbed
Yeah.
person. It's all
yeah.
satire.
Oh, it's all a front. When we turn the camera,
It
he
is.
doesn't act like that at all. So
man number one, my man.
Oh man, us Tennesseans know the struggle. Hashtag math, not meth. Joshua Jones on our YouTube said that. Love that.
Say it again.
Us Tennesseans know the struggle. Hashtag math, not meth. That is Josh.
Yeah,
love it.
That one letter changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jared, currently watching the Ultimate Spider-Man and this. Well, geez, man. So one's amazing and one is not. Okay, cool. We'll let you be
Excited
the
to
judge.
be on the stream where we all get to talk about spoilers, and it's not just the YouTube Twitch test. Brandon, I think that's a hint.
I'm sorry. If we don't test, it doesn't work. I'm one of those, and it's so funny because the overlay is like, oh, you can test away from it. No, I can't. There's no chat, there's no nothing. It sucks. So I'm sorry if I annoyed anyone for going on Twitch 5 times last week to test things. It's not going to happen a lot more moving forward. I feel like I've got pretty comfortable with our live streaming adventure. So
it seems very professional. Tonight just seemed really professional.
Thank you.
Nader's getting
impressed.
really one day I'll open up to you and tell you why I love Clint so much, but love Emmy and Brandon too.
Aw, thanks, Nader.
Thanks, Nader. Appreciate you. Do y'all?
It's very ominous.
Ooh, it is. Do y'all know your zodiac signs? I'm one of I'm one of those astrology bitches, and I've always been curious about your signs.
Guess.
Okay. I was going to say, Vinyl. You have to
Yes,
guess.
you gotta guess.
Here we go. What do you think the three of us are?
I don't even think I know y'all's.
Don't say anything. I mean, we want Vinyl Cherry first, but we will reveal it in just a moment. Meth OD to the madness. Johnson. Hey, that's Beham. Nice to see you, Birmingham. Love it, man. This is good, man. We got a good sized crew with us. This is great. Between YouTube and Twitch, we got a sizable little audience ready to go. We're going to be recording shortly. We obviously talk with the listeners before we hit the record button and hit the Avengers Assemble. So what you hear right now is not obviously going to be on the podcast. This is just us hanging out with you. We'll hit record in just a few moments. Emmy is a Scorpio, Clinton is a Capricorn, and Brandon is a Taurus. Did she get anyone right?
Not me.
Not me.
No.
That's Keith. Not.
Oh, that's Keith. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, Vinyl Cherry, we'll wait for you. Sorry, Keith, you did not get us right.
They're the same color in my text group, so that throws me off a little bit.
That's awesome. Yeah, that threw me off too.
Nader said got a HT for Emmy on the.
Yes.
Got a HT for Emmy on
For
the.
Emmy
Oh,
on
A hashtag on the Black Widow episode.
nice.
Taskmaster, yes.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
okay. Hold on. Vinyl Cherry.
What was that?
Somebody followed us.
Someone followed us, but the audio didn't work worth a
It
damn.
was like. brrrr,
Yeah,
brrrr,
sorry guys. I don't know.
brrrr.
That's my 2000. That's my old computer's like. All right.
I'm trying, everybody.
But that was Lady Faustus. Lady Faustus, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you. She followed us on Twitch just a few moments ago. Whoa, I broke it. Sorry. No, don't apologize. That normally doesn't happen. No one's going to follow us because they're afraid they broke it. But thank you, Lady Faustus.
Brandon has a computer from the TVA.
I really do. Like I was telling Emmy before we went live, I was like, I am so thankful the computer has never crashed. Like I'm asking it to do a lot and it's never crashed when we've been live on Twitch and YouTube. So fingers crossed it never crashes. So far it does a pretty decent job.
Not
Clinton
enough
is
tests,
Scorpio. So Vinyl Cherry said Emmy is a Virgo or Capricorn, Clinton is a Scorpio or Aries, and Brandon is a Libra or Taurus.
Oh, hey, Vinyl, you actually got me, but you got to pick one. You got one of the two is correct.
No, we don't have to make them keep typing. So she got one. Which one was it?
It's a and or situation. So come on. And she's an astrology person. This is us interacting with fans.
Well, you
Clinton.
didn't get me at all. So
Well, Brandon
Yeah,
is
me neither.
Mobius variant. Not enough tested. Not the Taurus. This is awesome. It's been so long. Lady Faustus laughing because I have a crappy computer. Buddha Baby says Libra. Okay. I'm curious what once Vinyl says it, I will give away.
this was originally her question.
This was, so I gotta wait for Vinyl. I gotta wait for her to confirm. But she was right on one of the two. That's crazy that like astrology signs, people can do that. That just blows my mind. Lieber or Leber. I like it.
Libra.
Leber. Who do you prefer,
Oh,
Miss Minutes
Lord.
or Mr. D's Nuts? Ah, Josh Jones starting with a D's Nuts already.
All right.
Libra, I am.
Has Yoda joined the chat?
Libra, I am. Do or do not, there is no try. I see what you did there. Good one, Lady Winter Soldier. Libra, maybe. Buddha Baby, Vinyl Cherry. You are both correct. I am a Libra. Good job, guys.
Nice.
Yes, you got me. I am a Libra. Yeah, October 7th. So, yeah.
Emmy, should we just tell ours so don't just keep dragging
Yeah.
this conversation out? Okay, you go first.
I love
Ladies
Clinton.
first.
Will you just say it so we don't have to deal with this shit?
No, I just feel bad because the chats just run up with like people are talking and we're just focused on the.
So far, it's pretty blank, but I'll take a Reddit for Idiots course and improve it in time. No worries, Keith. Oh, man, we got it. Oh, I'm going to go to the Avengers podcast Reddit. Sorry, you guys go.
I am a Pisces, but I was born on the last day of Pisces. And so I think that a lot of the
You're on the
Aries,
cusp.
that's what, yeah, a lot of the Aries traits fit me a little bit more, but I do love water. So I don't know, because the fishes and I like the water. What are you, Clinton?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay. I don't know very much about any of that. I think that Pisces are like really patient and calm.
Sagittarius apparently I don't know a ton either, but they're mostly like on the whim kind of people. They don't like to be tied down, or they don't like to be, they move a lot. They're quick. I don't know. They're quick to make a decision, like as far as like just up and go versus you can't hold us down is what I'm trying to say. Apparently. Allegedly.
I just joined our subreddit, by the way. This is wonderful. 6 members already, 47 online. That's awesome. Subreddit for the win. This is awesome.
So is Britney Spears. Taylor Swift and Britney Spears are Sagittarius.
My birthday is on the same day as Big Bird's birthday and Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, Mr. Rogers is a saint. I love that man. I have
He was
Same
a
birthday.
saint.
Also a saint.
I think I was born. I think John Lennon was born the day after me, so never mind. I don't think I have anyone cool.
Y'all see this
What was that, Brandon?
I'm opening a
Needy bitch.
Coke. It's a Coke Zero. I'm opening the can of whatever sponsors us. I don't know what it is, but tastes great though.
Mine's a silver tumbler.
It tastes great though. Thank you for the sponsor, whoever you are. Could be a Coke, could be a Pepsi, but I love it.
Guys, we got like hammered with comments on this week's Avengers Assemble.
We sure
didn't
did.
Like 50 something.
What's
Oh
up,
my
dude?
goodness.
Hey, Quadrilegic's in here. Nice to see you, Fernando. Nice to
What's
see you, buddy.
up?
Oh, Nader, just joining.
Sarsaparilla.
Oh, that's
I can't
awesome.
belied that Keith made us a subreddit.
And I love that.
I'm gonna have to learn Reddit.
I love that the subreddit
Hannah-
said they needed a subreddit. Let's make it so. I love the subreddit.
Is it too soon to bring up Iron Man 2? No, it's not, because one of my teacher friends today saw my phone, which is the arc reactor on it was just like sitting while we were having lunch, And she was like, oh, I've actually like I started going back and I'm like watching the movies. I just stopped or I just ended with Iron Man 2, and I was like, I love Iron Man 2.
BWJ,
and she was like,
you did this, by the way.
I really like it too.
You
And I
did
was
it.
like, I can't wait to tell my
I blame
podcast
you.
co-hosts.
I blame you for making this happen. So I hate you.
So yeah, two of my teacher friends today agreed with me that Iron Man 2 is great. And then I said, wait till you get to Loki. It's going to be amazing. And she was like, I just started Thor and Loki's in that. And I was like, yes, he is.
The innocent MCU, like the ones that are just starting their journey. It's so nice. Squirt. Thank you, Nader. Squirt. Appreciate you.
Buddha Baby said next is the blue check mark.
Brandon, did you see my Dr. Pepper display? No, I did not. Birmingham sent that to me. And guys, if you send things to, I'm sorry, we have a lot of messages and Instagram. I apologize if I miss you or I don't comment. Just send it again or send me something on my personal Twitter or Facebook. I promise you, or Instagram even. I will get to you. I promise. It's been a crazy week for messages, and I mean that in a great way. It's a lot of people, especially with the finale and Black Widow. A lot of people have reached out to us. So. Would love to see that Dr. Pepper display because honestly, Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda. So,
mine too, Brandon.
Oh, see, high five, virtual. What are you doing?
For real.
He's taking his shirt off. He's trying to make it a real thing.
Amy brought up Iron Man 2, so I had to leave.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Do it, but not while recording, or you'll get punished for eating, drinking, Brandon. I don't remember. See, this chat's going so fast.
Looks like a shower curtain. My blinds. These?
It does look like a shower curtain. I totally agree with you.
Well, they're blackout, and we don't have blinds on this window. So
I tried to add you on Facebook, but it won't let me. What the hell? Do I have like? Oh, does it have to be like a friend of a friend type thing? Well, add Clinton, then you will be a friend of a friend, and then try adding me again. I'm weird.
I just told Hannah. She's real big. Hannah, Banana. She's real big on Reddit. She's the one that always posts in our Avengers Assemble all the
hilarious memes.
Yeah. She I just sent her our Twitch, so she might join.
My Instagram, Fernando, it is Brings the Awesome, all one word, BRINGSTHEAWESOME. That was a stupid joke. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but like when we were like, I'd go to parties or some shit, like people were like, I'll bring chips, I'll bring a drink. And I was like, I'm going to bring the awesome. And for some reason, I thought that was so witty. I created almost all my social media off of that. So a shitty joke when I was 18 is what that is. In case you're
what's yours, Emmy? Where's Happy Hippie come from?
I'm happy and I'm a hippie. I had it before Miley Cyrus did too, just FYI.
I think I'm going to change my Twitter handle to Clax Attacks like everything else.
You should.
One of our mutual friends, Brandon, who also played the baritone, had a stupid shirt that said, "It's not awesome without me," but it didn't have the ME on awesome. It just said Owiso. And I'm pretty sure it was a joke in our friend group.
Yes.
That we would just call him Owiso.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. Since it's a mutual friend, just give me first name. Who is it? Well, hold on, let me guess. It's a mutual friend that is a baritone. Was it Brian?
No, it's David.
Oh, I would have never guessed David. I would have. Yeah. But it sounds so David now that you say it. It's weird, but I never would have guessed it. Especially in high school. That's like high school David.
Yeah. Keith said, no Iron Man 2 allowed in the subreddit. We have standards. And then he said, just kidding.
No, he's pretty on it.
Jordan's asking for an Iron Man 2 watch party tomorrow night or this weekend.
Ooh.
I can't do tomorrow night. I'm supposed to go watch Space Jam.
I'm literally 2 hours away all weekend for my job.
So you got nothing to do. You got nothing to do. Get on the computer and
I got to work. What do you mean I got nothing to do?
You're going to be in the hotel room at night, or are you going to work all night?
And then I got to be up early again the next morning.
So you're not going to watch TV? You're not going to be on your phone? You're just going to go
I'm not going to watch Iron Man 2. What do you think I want to do with my weekend?
Oh, touche. I was ready to argue. You just knocked me out. Touche.
Rude.
Clinton won.
I hate my laugh in the recording sometimes.
Clinton
it's like you
won.
hear me in the background.
Nader said, hashtag Iron Man 2 sweep and Easter eggs. Hell yeah, never forget.
Hell yeah, never forget. That's a very good point. I love Looney Ting said y'all tired, and I was like, do we seem tired? I feel like we're kind of awake. And then she says tired of sucking these nuts. So I walked into that one. Good job, Looney Tings. You got me there. Change your Twitter to cackling with Clinton. That is genius, Nader.
That's like War Machine Rocks. Whenever we play like Cahoots or
All right, you know what? I'm
anything-
going to turn the sound off so you'll just see the alert. But thank
Was
you.
it Hannah?
That was Hannah Brackett that just followed us.
Yeah,
Thank
okay,
you, H.
okay.
Brack. Appreciate you. Yeah, sorry. keep
H
going.
Brack, I like that.
That's
War Machine rocks. Whenever we play games and I like join with the kids and I'll like play sometimes like if we're doing like a multiplication and it's just like a really quick game and like Book It is really cool that you can like play from your Chromebook and device. Anyway, I'll like log in on my phone and I always am Miss Fennel rocks.
awesome.
And I get it from War Machine rocks.
Yo, what's
Hannah just asked.
the
what
subreddit
is
name?
the s-
Avengers podcast, all one word. Thank you for the consistency,
what's the subreddit
Keith.
name? I have to get in on that because I didn't
Yeah.
want to spoil.
Yep, Avengers podcast, all one word. Thank you, Keith, for the consistency. I love you, sir. You are amazing. Jared, do y'all hate hearing your own voices on these recordings? Just curious. Yes.
Yes.
Emmy, sometimes I will hear, like, Emmy sometimes will have, like, her headphones not plugged in. You know this. And I'll hear myself. I'm like, oh, stop. I don't want to hear myself. It's weird. So, yeah, most of the time, I absolutely hate it, for sure.
I used to hate it. The first like
You've said-
2 episodes, I hated it. I'm a monster. I love it now. I think I love my voice. I think I sound ridiculous and not like a podcast host, but like I will listen to me read the phone book.
Clinton,
I'm a monster.
Clinton hates his voice, I know for a fact, because he'll always say, oh, I sounded so stupid. Like, he's his own worst critic. I'm not trying to speak for you, Clinton, but I know you're definitely not a fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I
Don't like
I've
it.
always been self-conscious about my voice because I'm so country and I'm afraid people relate it to ignorance.
I love it. On my way to make 100 Reddit accounts to inflate your follower count. Hey, Hannah, you're awesome. That's awesome.
I reposted it in the chat, Hannah. There's the link to our subreddit.
All right, I gotta pee real quick. Sorry, be right back, guys. And I'm gonna wash my hands because hygiene. And I don't know why I told an entire people watching that I have to pee,
At least they're
but I did.
Yep.
So I could have said I
At
gotta
least
go.
you're washing your hands.
Yeah, I gotta go. I could have just easily said be right back, but I was like, gotta piss, guys, and I'm gonna wash my hands. That's awkward.
Mr. Body Massage is here again. Hi, Mr. Body
That's the
Body Massage.
greatest-
Why is
I
it so
want to
hard?
know. I need to know the real story behind this real body massage person. What is this?
So
What-
Emmy and I went to a body massage parlor and we met Mr.
Mm.
Body Massage, and he said, "Oh my God, I love the Avengers podcast." And we said, "Massage our bodies or else." And one thing led to another, and he follows us on Twitch now.
Extortion.
That's how we roll.
Well, I love massages.
Are we
they're
allowed to
like-
talk about Loki episode 6? Yes, I think if you're here, you know what we're going to be talking about. So go for it, Looney Tings. Sorry. Oh,
Hannah
you guys
said,
are so
Mr.
sweet.
Body Massage Machine, Mr. Body Massage Machine, go. I like how. Oh, never mind. I misread that. Never
Emmy, you're
mind.
the science mastermind. You can research on why people normally don't like their voice. There's studies on it. Yeah, that's very true. Why is somebody calling me?
But
right
Emmy
now?
does because she's a narcissist.
Fine. Yeah, sure. It's probably has something to do with people hating public speaking.
I used to public speak. I did it in front of hundreds of people. But the body massage guy, have y'all not seen the YouTube video, The Body Massage Guy? I have not, Hannah. Have you seen that, Emmy?
No.
Brandon,
What?
have you seen the YouTube video, The Body Massage Guy?
No, I have not. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, Hannah said that's a video. Is that what your name is based off of, Mr. Body Massage?
Mr. Body Massage. Keith, let's all like the video so it helps them out. Let's make them famous. Keith, you guys are being too kind. Don't worry about. We don't need to be famous. Emmy already
Yeah, we
likes
do.
Emmy,
Yeah, we do. Keith, do it 1,000 times fold.
No,
do it.
We don't need that. Emmy likes her voice enough as it is, and we don't need to see how further this goes. Okay, we don't need to see
I need
how.
that. I need that
further
blue.
this
I need
goes.
that. I need that blue check.
We don't
that
need
blue
to
check.
see
Come
how.
on.
Stop.
Brandon, with fame comes income, and we can quit our corporate jobs and do this full time. Imagine the experience we could
corporate job.
deliver. Imagine the experience. I was talking to Brandon. Imagine the experience that we could deliver if we did this full time. Imagine. Just imagine.
You know what?
Any government job, whatever the job, not working for the system. Damn it, making our own money.
I'm just happy.
I make a difference, Clinton. I change lives.
You know what? I would be happy if one person listened.
Children's arms out from under them.
I would be happy if one person listened or a million people listened, as long as we
are.
Oh
yeah. No, it's not.
As long as we're having fun, that has always been my priority.
But not too much fun, or Brandon will get on to us.
No, I'll just edit you out because you're being raunchy for a podcast.
Raunchy? We have explicit on our warning.
We do, but sometimes it even like we say fucking shit and stuff like that, but like sometimes I'm like, oof, that's too far. We make a terrible joke and it's like, ugh. But that might change. So speaking of which, guys, I think we had a big announcement.
Oh yeah,
we had a big announcement, guys. If you
hold on, before the announcement, Brandon, I want to know people's guesses on what it is.
Clinton's gay.
Clinton is not gay.
It's fun.
Clinton's
I just want to know.
straight.
I want to know.
The Avengers have their own wet wipes brand now. That's the announcement. Is your asshole not getting the love and care it needs?
I just want to say that.
Go with Avengers wet wipes.
Sprocket said, I just want to say that at 5:18 seconds into Loki Wednesday morning, I said out loud, damn it, Clinton. What did I say at 5 minutes?
You burped, I'm sure. Or it was the burp or something like that.
No, that was at 4:30. I was listening today.
MJ Demon, just in time for the announcement, he said on YouTube. I try to represent our YouTube listeners because I know Twitch is where we mainly get our biggest crowd. You're going on tour. Gosh. Hawthorne's wipes. Shitting, not shooting.
Give that man a Charmin.
Hashtag give the man a Charmin.
Emmy bought a python.
Close, Keith. Close, Keith. No, I'm joking. You all have jet skis. We're going to... Yes, Jared, that's a good one. We all bought jet skis, so that would be wonderful. He who remains.
Oh.
Brandon has had a son this whole time. He just learned about. Keith, very close. Very close.
Fernando, absolutely not. No, this love is real. I love Iron Man too.
Fernando, I wish it was all a hoax. That would, you know what? I think that would rock the very foundation of our podcast, and like the worlds would crumble at that point. If you know what? I actually hate Iron Man too. What? I just think the whole place would just erupt.
A Burmese python.
I created a Twitch account for y'all. Faith owes you.
Aw. Hashtag upgrade the shit cleaning. I love Faith owes you and upgrade the shit cleaning are two comments right next to each other. I love our
Twitch
listeners.
owes you.
I love
Well, I had to create a Twitch account for this too.
Clint and Brandon love Iron Man 2 just as much as Emmy. Yes.
Maybe in a different multiverse.
MJ Demon switched to Twitch. That's awesome. Nice to see you, man. Thank you for... You don't have to make the switch. Whatever is easiest for you. That's all good with us. All right. I think enough people have guessed. So, Multiverse of Emmy. I like that one. There's a variant
drum
of
roll.
Emmy.
Do you have a drum roll?
Yeah, well, guys, we are doing something very special that we've never done before, but we've talked about it. We've hinted at it for quite a bit. I don't know if this will even be a shock to any of you guys, but we have launched the Avengers Patreon. We are now on Patreon, and as you guys are aware, and I'm just going to keep this very brief, but making a podcast is not free. It's actually, we spend a bit of money for the podcast, for the quality that you hear every single week on video and audio alike. And so we didn't want to just read ads to you. We didn't want to just have something where, hey, donate money to us. We wanted to look at something where you guys can give to the show, but we also give back. So we have 3 tiers so far. We're looking into a few more tiers. But we have 3 tiers. $1 tier is going to be basically general support. You'll get a shout out on the show for your support. Just, hey, every little bit counts. Thank you for supporting the Avengers podcast. It means a lot. We move up to $5. You'll get 2 monthly episodes where we will be discussing MCU and all things nerd news. So basically we'll do news segment. You'll hear from us. It'll be a whole new episode where we just talk about the news. A lot of people hit us up about a what if trailer reaction. We'll talk about the what if trailer. We'll talk about little things we missed throughout the week where we're just not reviewing content. And also we'll be reviewing kind of hey, you always wanted us to review the Power Rangers movie, where we're going to review the Power Rangers movie and do a whole commentary on it, or Harry Potter, or we'll let our patrons kind of vote what they want us to listen to, so that you will get a whole new movie review from us that month as well. And you also, for $10, you get a video show. So it's completely us unedited. It's a video of us unedited, kind of similar to Twitch, but we are going to just kind of be extra off the rails. It's just going to be the three of us hanging out. We're going to do little video ideas. It can vary from, what is it? Bang, Bon, Butcher. So we'll do Bang, Bon, Butcher. Sometimes we'll just do a quick talk on whatever, but it's a video podcast. You get to see us kind of like how you see us on Twitch. We'll be producing that once a month as well. That's for $10, but for $10 you get all the tiers. You get the thank you on the podcast, you get the audio shout out, you get the two bonus episodes, and you get the video. For $5 you get the audio content and the shout out. For $1 you get a shout out. It's the Avengers on Patreon. So it's just a way to basically give back to the show, kind of support the show, and really, really means the world to us. I've talked enough. I'll let Clinton and Emmy take it over from here.
Sprocket Smith said, "Oh, you guys are having a Patreon, baby! Congratulations!"
That's exactly it. We have given so yeah. You can check it out at.
We can name it the Iron Patreon.
Yes, you can go to patreon.com.
Genius.
You can go to patreon.com/Avengers podcast. You will see that we're creating content there. We have we just put a post up today, or couple days ago. Sorry, it was me testing it out. Actually, more tests. Yeah. So if you want to subscribe today, that's where you can find us. Similar to all of our social media, patreon.com/Avengers podcast.
We got people asking for merch too,
yeah,
which I've been pushing real hard for.
Now, I will say merch is something we're looking into heavily. I've got a couple of ideas, but I still need to finesse that a little bit. But I would love to put some shirts out. I would love to put a couple of mugs out. Maybe you want to drink your coffee and see our beautiful logo or a stupid saying that we have. A few things we've got rattling around. So merch, stay tuned. And I will say we're looking into tiers for Patreon. These are 3 tiers right now. We're looking into 2 more tiers, and one might include merch. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Nader, you support us emotionally.
Yeah. We're not saying you have to do this.
Yeah, no.
Just to be clear.
If you do not have the means, we don't care. We don't care. I promise you, we will not love you any less. Oh, Nader didn't subscribe to our Patreon. What the heck? We don't care. This is all just a way for us to kind of break even for the cost of the show. Really just kind of, so we're not going in the hole. So that's really it, guys. I promise you, it's just to financially support the show. If we continue to get financially supported, we get better equipment, we get better lighting. Look at me. See my beautiful face? Lighting. We get a bunch of cool things that we can invest back into the show and make it a better content and quality for you all. So that's really
and we're still going to be like this is not going away. Like we're still doing What If will come out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever podcasts are available.
Emmy, take over the intro.
A little bit extra.
Yes, exactly.
I've been practicing.
The 2 bonus episodes I think are huge because we get a little more off the rails than we try to, and we can keep it. People know what we've gotten, to be honest, we've gotten reviews in the past and stuff like some people hate that, whatever, but some people just want that, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So we thought we would, make that a tier.
Jordan.
And you get some unedited stuff as well.
Jordan is our first patron. Jordan.
Oh, Jordan.
Thank you for subscribing,
Thank you, Jordan.
sir. Thank you for supporting the show. We greatly appreciate that. That is awesome. Just got an alert on my phone. That is awesome. Thank you, Jordan. So yeah, this is really exciting, guys. We're really, really pumped about the Patreon. I think, like I said, a lot of stuff that you guys have been asking for, we can do in that Patreon. And but as Emmy said, and I'm glad you brought it up, Emmy, nothing's changing. You're still gonna have us every single week on the podcast. You're still gonna get us on Twitch. We are not changing anything. This is just a way to support the show and get some extra content along the way. So we hope it is just as meaningful to you guys as it is to us. We didn't want to just read ads to you. We didn't want to just get a donation. we wanted to make sure that if you guys were going to pay a premium, we wanted to give you a premium content back. So
Exactly.
So really, really appreciate you all. So thank you guys.
I'm going to say bye to Will because he's going to watch Black Widow. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Will. Take it easy, man. Tennessee Fat Dad said, how close to affiliate on Twitch? I'll be honest with you, Tennessee Fat Dad. Twitch is already, no, they've already said we're affiliate. But in order to be affiliate, MJ Demon is now an Avenger. Thank you. I turned the sound down because it was just terrible. But
Tennessee Fat Dad's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
So.
We could technically be an affiliate, but I didn't, when I read the terms and conditions, Twitch is basically saying, hey, you give up the rights to your show for streaming. You're exclusive just to Twitch. There was a lot of little things, and you also take a huge cut if anyone subscribed. I didn't like the idea of an affiliate. Now, partner is a different story, but right now, affiliate, the pros were way far less than the cons. The cons were heavily outweighed. So we wanted to stream on Twitch and YouTube and be more readily available to more listeners so people can, listen to us. So good question, but no, we are not going to be a Twitch affiliate.
What does he mean, win sub button?
Win sub button, that has to be an affiliate. In order to subscribe, you need to be an affiliate. So honestly, but yeah, I'm just being perfectly honest with you. Oh, right, is what he said. So honestly, no, I don't want to be exclusive to Twitch. I don't like the word exclusive. I want to be available anywhere where people can listen to us. Like I said, I read the fine lines and I just didn't like it. So nothing against Twitch. We use Twitch. We love Twitch, but not for exclusive home.
You don't want to be tied to one place.
I don't want to be tied to one place, and I don't want to give a place the rights to our show. This is our show.
Right.
And I'll never sign our rights away. Sorry. So maybe next time, Twitch, but not right now.
I need to go back and say Dre Dan said that I am glamming it up and YouTube bros have baseball caps on. Come on, man. I'm just saying. Thank you, Dre Dan. I did put in a little bit of
I
effort.
look damn good. So
I did throw on my really comfy sweatshirt though, because this is.
Do I need to go put
wonderful.
makeup on?
I understand
Yes.
that you don't want to be.
Yes,
Twitch
I'll be over in an hour.
Oh,
Put your makeup on.
Ow!
Jordan. Emmy, we can't be making out tonight. We got a show to do.
Sprocket also said Emmy sounds like she's trying to explain to us that mommy and daddy are getting divorced, but the show will still be here for us all the same.
Oh, we got a new Patreon, Film Critter. That is awesome. Thank you so much. That's Keith. That is Keith. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to us on Patreon. That just absolutely means the world. I'm getting these alerts right now, so sorry if I'm a little late. I try not to look at my phone while podcasting, but this is exciting.
Oh, I'm straight into it.
Yeah.
Nader said there's no MCU without the Avengers. Disney Plus confirmed it this week.
Yes.
Agreed.
I retweeted that, Nader. I love that so much. Thank you for posting that. That made me laugh so much.
Sprocket said, does your fiance know you don't want to be exclusive, Brandon?
Not yet.
Oh.
So I understand that you don't want to be Twitch's bitch. Exactly, Jordan. I want to clap. That is exactly it. Sorry, guys. I've just never. I don't know. Every affiliate sounds good on paper, but when you look into it a little bit more, just the pros. It's just not good. It's just not good. Clint stripping. Hi, friends. It's me, JaCrispy. Nice to see.
Hi, guys.
Oh man.
Papa Spartan, which is also a friend of mine, said you look cute in guyliner, Clinton. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Andrew.
Andrew, I look better in guyliner.
I doubt it.
You want to fight me? I'll fight you.
Part of when I wear guyliner, it makes my eyes are little almonds anyway. They're tiny. It makes them look a little smaller.
Can I give you guys makeovers?
Maybe
Please?
that will be a video exclusive on Patreon. Emmy gives Clinton.
Oh, and then you guys can give me a makeover.
Oh, okay. Maybe that would be absolutely wonderful. Hey, if you need a chance to watch Patreon, the Avengers give each other makeovers. That's it. Do it, Keith. I love it. A merch concept, F, Marry, Kill, and it's Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, and Age of Ultron. I don't know how you'll do it, but I like it. Ooh, copyright might be a problem there, Vinyl. But
F Iron Man 2. Come on.
You wouldn't want to marry and be stuck with Iron Man 2 the rest of
I'll
your
be
life?
right back, guys.
Oh, we got a couple new Patreons. This is awesome.
Nice. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, for real. Thank you.
I think this is Michael or Michelle, so forgive me, but it's Michel. I'm gonna say Michael. Michael, thank you so much for your $10 Patreon. That's awesome. Catherine Reed, thank you for $5. This is wonderful. This is amazing.
You guys are so wonderful.
Yeah, thank you guys for
I'm
all
feeling
this.
the love.
This is awesome. Well, we need to hit the record button soon, but Clinton has pieced out. Amy, I'm gonna leave you solo. I gotta get more Coke Zeros, and then I'll be right back.
You're gonna leave me solo? You have no idea.
Oh, okay. You guys are about to hear all about Iron Man 2. You mute everything you have for 5 seconds. Clinton will be back, and I'll be back in probably 1 minute.
No, actually, you know what? I'll tell you. Okay, I also I have a passion for Big Brother. Does anybody watch Big Brother?
Oh God, I'm so sorry,
Or
guys.
if you guys want to talk about Drag Race.
I'll be right back, guys.
Drag Race. I think I said that weird.
It will be only a minute. Hang on.
Math facts time. Oh, yes. Today at work, somebody said that it's been 885 days since the kids have been in a classroom. And that is incorrect. That person is going from March of 2019. Oh, Keith, who do you like on All Stars? Oh, I almost unfollowed us. Oh, the comments, you guys. Okay. Yes, Big Brother, Sparkling Cupcake. Love Big Brother. I absolutely love Big Brother. I am one episode behind on Drag Race. I think it just dropped today or yesterday. I saw Iron Man 3 on an airplane. Okay, cool. When you finalize the extra Patreon tiers. Yes, we'll do for sure. It's me, Crispy. I watched Big Brother. Okay. And I watched the first episode of Big Brother. Okay, obviously I was podcasting last night, so I missed last night's episode, and then I'm podcasting again tonight, so I missed tonight's episode. Or, well, yeah, I guess it started by now. I had to tell my mom to stop watching Drag Race, please. Please call me bitch way too many times in a sentence.
Okay, just a shout out, Jeremy McBride, a fellow pro wrestling fan, a dude, I think I follow him on Instagram as well. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you, man. Loved it. Thank you for the Patreon.
What do you think of Trinity K. Bonet's Beyonce impression on episode 4 of All Stars? Was absolutely spot on. If she didn't win the episode prior, she would have won that episode. She should have won that episode.
Amy,
what?
We need to stop. We are an MCU podcast.
I always like Ginger Minge, but I think I'm rooting for Yara. Okay. I can't. I love Ginger Minge. Because not please.
Okay, hold
I
on.
had to tell my mom. Wait, okay. I had to tell my mom to stop watching Drag Race because she called me. Did she call you a bitch too many times in a sentence? Maybe that's where I get it from.
Are we done talking about? Is this
There's 5 episodes already of Big Brother? There are 4, I think, because it comes on Sunday. Y'all left me. This is what happens.
No. Okay, well, we're back, so we can.
Oh, Ginger Minge follows me on Twitter. Just a subtle flex. Also, I've met Trixie Mattel 4 times, and I was supposed to see her the day the pandemic shut everything down in 2020. I love Trixie Mattel. She's one of my favorites.
All right. Well, this is getting awesome.
Lady Winter Soldier said, "Let's get this party started."
All right. Yes.
Yeah, she crushed the Bay impression. Yeah, Beyonce. It was amazing.
I think she said, "Let's get."
I do like Akira too.
Clayton, help me.
I got a review who makes up all sarcastic. That is, I mean, that's a fabulous way to watch it. I don't enjoy the plots, but I can understand the appeal. I feel like that would be very fun. Yes, everything was bitch this and bitch that. I think that's maybe that's where I get it. Maybe that's why I call Brandon Clinton bitches so much.
Oh, you call us bitches all the time. All the time.
And Fernando said, "I like wrestling. So I don't know anything about wrestling, Fernando. I'm so sorry. So Brandon, would you like to go off on a tangent now?
Fernando, AEW is knocking it out of the park with what they're doing with Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page. Cannot wait. WWE severely bores me right now, and I need to get back into New Japan. I have fallen off the rails there. But AEW has my full, undivided attention, and I hope they keep kicking ass. And Fernando, I love you for changing the subject.
I'm fucking muted again. Thought this was a Marvel podcast, not Drag Race. Get the choo
Thank
back
you,
on track, bitches.
Winter Soldier.
All right,
Thank
all
you.
right, all right,
Thank
all right,
you.
all right.
All right, I'm gonna turn my camera. I'm gonna still be here. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute.
Dre Dan, thank you.
So I'm
Same.
gonna eat
Why?
food because I gotta eat.
We're about to hit record, Clinton.
I can eat and record. Listen, I come straight home from work and jump on here, so
I hate you so much.
I'm sorry I have to nourish my body.
You should.
I haven't had dinner.
All right.
Clinton is getting naked. That is exactly what he's doing.
Yes, I'm taking my shirt off for you all.
Sprocket said, I thought this was a Fast and Furious podcast.
That would be so funny. Like, we're family. Welcome to the Fast and Furious podcast where we're family here. And Vin Diesel and other things. Sexy bitch Clinton. Lady Winter Soldier. Best way.
You're so sweet. You're also the one that asked why I didn't have my shirt off when I got on the podcast.
Oh,
The
like
best way to
Olive
eat food
Garden.
naked. Jordan is talking to you, Brandon, that he got a Hot Toys replica of the Thanos gauntlet and the Iron Man gauntlet. Not really a collector, but I kind of want to be. LOL.
Hold on.
Those are two
I
cool
want to
things to
get,
get.
Hot Toys. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I have both. I have the nano gauntlets right there and the infinity gauntlets right there, both life size. You know what's crazy? Since Clinton's eating and we're about to go live on the podcast and hit record, I'm going, well, no, that damn thing is so heavy. Like that infinity gauntlet is another like ungodly level of heavy, and it looks insane. I don't know. It's one of the coolest things, but
It lights up too, doesn't it?
it does.
I remember when you got it and you had a video of it, I think on your Facebook, and I saw it. And I was like, I'm so jealous of that. Like, what a nerd, but that I'm so jealous.
What a nerd. Did you ever think you would be podcasting with me like months later? That's hilarious. Oh my Fast and the Furious is the Olive Garden. I love our chat. That's next month when there isn't. Oh man. So let's
Naked Clinton is in the $10.
when you hear your
I don't know
favorite-
if it is. That's more $50 Patreon.
Tom
tier.
would be disappointed in the family. Oh, Brandon, I want to. Oh, gosh, Jordan. Though I will say this: if you do get a Hot Toys, Sideshow is a great website because they let you pay in payments. It's like the QVC for nerds. So if you see like a $300 or $400 collectible, a lot of these are. I'll just be honest with you. They let you pay it like $50, $60 at a time once a month, and it makes it affordable, surprisingly. If you can, basically what I do is just budget the money, and all of a sudden, 6 months later, I have a 1/6 scale figure showing up at my door. So it's a lot of people think I just take $300 or $400 and slam it down. Yeah, it ends up costing that much, but if you pay it over a long month, like a few months, it's not as big of a blow. It just feels like another bill. So, and it's also way cooler than paying your cell phone bill. You get an awesome action figure. So, just some fun facts if anyone wants to collect.
Did you see the alligator Loki Funko Pop?
I'm buying it. If they make they need to make a 1/6 scale alligator figure, and I will totally buy that as well.
That would kind of be
I would.
epically awesome.
I'm not kidding. I would buy that shit in a heartbeat. Alligator Loki, and Loki was a damn good series. Damn good. Alligator Loki was literally my favorite part. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I was laughing so hard.
Alligator Loki was your favorite part of the
Every
series?
time he was on screen, I was rolling. Oh my gosh, it was so damn funny. Like, no, he's not. He's praying. He's thinking he's going to die. I lost my shit. And anything that can make me laugh that hard, you win. Alligator Loki for days.
Clinton is trying to start the Avengers fans only page.
Fans
That's
only.
next, guys. That's next.
So actually,
I said
no.
merch.
Hold on.
I meant
Hold
fans
on,
only.
guys. So we are
OnlyFans.
also opening
whoopsie.
onlyfans.com/Avengers podcast.
No, we're not.
It's in conjunction with the Patreon. So Patreon is when we're clothed. The OnlyFans is when we're not. I'm just joking. We're not doing that. It's just a Patreon.
it's just we all have our characters, but like if I'm Iron Man, I just have my repulsor blasters on and nothing else.
Yeah. Hashtag fans only. Because Clinton's handle a command. Hashtag jump, Clinton.
I heard that all through school.
Literally,
how high can Clinton jump?
Literally, all I want is an alligator Loki Funko Pop. Yes, Liz. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Cowboy boots used to be a Loki variant.
Who said that?
Dre Dan.
Dre, you need all the credit. That was hilarious. Literally, all I want is an alligator Loki Funko Pop.
Buddha Baby said
a Loki
wants to put
rules.
Loki horns on the alligator at work. I would, if I went to a zoo and they had Loki horns on an alligator, I would.
You work
so
with an alligator, Buddha Baby? Put horns on that shit. You might get fired, but man, the memes. Oh,
it would be your glorious purpose.
Do it for the memes, Buddha Baby. Oh,
and yell glorious purpose as you do it, please.
Also, but like, don't, because alligators are dangerous.
But Buddha Baby, yes, do it. Just kidding. Don't risk your life for glorious purpose, quote unquote.
Do it. It'd be a great story to tell your grandchildren.
Yeah, I lost 5 of my limbs, and I thought
of your limbs.
I thought I only had 4, but apparently I had 5.
It depends on how gifted you are. If you have 4 or 5,
I'm gonna keep this PG.
Talking about that Burmese python again.
Clinton's pussy is on fire. Or maybe put Loki horns on one of my elephants. Hold on. Someone said something about Crocs. I got to go back up. I want to put... Hold on. I swear I read something about Crocs. Man, I guess I just imagined it. Who said something?
No, a Marvel fan created Crocs that have Loki's headpiece.
That's what it was.
And I wish they were real, said Vinyl Cherry.
My friend had an alligator for a pet. Do all the gators living in the water... Oh, do it to all the gators living in the water around Disney World. Yes, Dre. Oh, man. Inside the Alligator has been wanting to cosplay this whole time. Jeez, yes. Field trip to Gatorland. Okay, so our first, we're not touring, but we're going to go to Gatorland, wherever that is. We're going to find it, and we're just going to sit there and wear horns and find Loki's variant.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to find Loki's variant at Gatorland. Come with us. Come join us. It'll be a lot of fun.
Which, speaking of, can we just ask questions about why there are so many alligators living in the water around Disney World?
Oh.
Actually, that was a dumb question because we kind of took their land.
Lizzie, thank you for subscribing to our Patreon. Being our Patreon. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Shout out to you.
Y'all out here wild already. I didn't expect this. Thank you.
Yeah, we haven't even put content on the Patreon and people are subscribing.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. So thank you guys so much.
Oh, it's in Orlando, Gator World. Gatorland is.
It's in Orlando. Come on down. And then the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction is coming to Epcot. I cannot wait. I think
cool.
my fiance and I are going to go to Disney for our honeymoon in November.
That's cool.
So
that's lame.
When is... Fuck you, Clinton. Fuck you. I'm just playing.
Dang.
Yeah. Fire. Damn. Here it comes.
Why do we get to have a cooler get away with you than your fiance?
Because Vegas is for the boys and for the girls. Okay, sorry. Anyway, all right, Emmy,
let's try to reenact. What's that movie that's famous?
If you would like to see us,
The Hangover.
The Hangover. Let's reenact that when we go.
If you guys want to see a vlog of the Avengers in Vegas, just let us know. I think we would be trashed, but it'd be a lot of fun.
If we don't end up with a tiger in the room by the end of the trip, was it worth it?
Failed.
Yeah.
It's a failure, in my opinion.
A tiger. I'm so sorry. We need an alligator with Loki horns. Come on.
Oh my God.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is totally fair. Yeah. Just leave Brandon on the roof. Buddha Baby, that's not nice. That's not nice. It is. But I guess he was the groom.
He was the groom.
No,
yeah,
that's
so
true.
That would track.
Never mind. I think you can do a live stream for Vegas. Ooh, we should. That would be a lot of fun. Live stream.
Clinton can find the baby.
Yes. Oh my God. Clinton would.
No. Clinton is the Chang.
Clinton is the Chang. Oh, he would. But did you die though? No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
I really don't want to, but I'm losing a tooth. One of my teeth is going to be gone.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, guys. Groom's cake could be an alligator Loki. Ooh, I like that. Cupcake. Yes. Clinton's reaction to finding the baby is why Clinton should find the baby. Hi, that's my dog.
Yes.
By the way. Here's my dog.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just gonna walk around all weekend. But did you die? But did you die?
But did you die, though?
That's my favorite.
Clinton, you almost done
My
eating, so
favorite
we can hit record?
line.
We can hit record now.
You sure?
You can hear you eating.
Yeah, we can. I can hear you.
You can? Why don't you say something?
Why?
I don't know why you're not showing yourself eating. I fully expect you to turn on your camera and for you to be covered in peanut butter. Like that baby
last
on
time
mine.
Clinton had a camera on him when he was putting something in his mouth, it didn't end well. All right, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh! Clinton,
Wow.
you're welcome. I'm talking about gum. Jeez, come on. Huh?
I eat with my mouth closed. How do y'all hear me eating?
Jadian said, "Here comes the bird," but I just tried to give you one, but it was very quiet.
My niece is here, and I was just told I can't cuss, so I am going to be G-rated for the next little bit. Oh,
Shut your door.
I'm about to, but still you can hear her. I say I talk in a Southern accent the whole time because I can be like stupid. And so, hello,
we know that.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Avengers stream where Clinton eats and turns off his camera. Emmy talks about missing a tooth, and Brandon just has to shut up because he has to be G-rated. The banquet.
How old's your niece?
6 years old.
No, they don't.
Oh, she's
retain
old
anything.
enough.
Yeah.
Well, she needs to know what real life's going to be, and people cuss.
This is why you're not over here, Clinton. This is why Clinton's not invited to my house.
Oh, I'm not. This is news to me.
Good luck.
Keith said, "I want to apologize in advance, guys, for posting so many video responses this week."
No, don't
need to
apologize. Keith, we love hearing from you, dude. Seriously, you're one of the greatest. Don't ever apologize. Brandon sounds like Nicolas Cage. Oh, thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'm going to ride my motorcycle because
That's something that we need to do. I
Ghost
would
Rider
make
2.
it through Ghost Rider 2 if I had to do it for the podcast.
Brandon, last time you tried that, you said you annoyed yourself. Oh, I probably did. Yeah, you're right. We need more of Brandon's Bane, to be honest. Thank you, J. Crispy. I don't know why. I felt like I used to do a good Bane, and for some reason I feel like just can't do it anymore. Hello, Batman. I am Bane, and I like to eat cranberries on Thanksgiving.
Why does it always go to things? Why is it? It's like Talladega Nights, like sweet baby Jesus.
Emmy?
Like
What?
the Bane that you picture is always at Thanksgiving dinner asking for cranberries, and I don't get it.
I'm crying. I'm literally crying. Why is Thanksgiving your least favorite holiday, Emmy?
It's not that it's my least favorite holiday. It's just not where I see Bane.
Okay, well, I love watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's fun. As long as Batman is destroyed while I watch it. I remember seeing Ghost Rider 2. Because my parents are dead. Yo, that was good. That's a Bane. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate that. You need a martini glass of jelly beans. Brandon's Bane is underrated, to be honest. Thank you. Trying to think. I used to do impressions a lot more earlier in the podcast. Like I remember like Guardians of the Galaxy, I did Rocket. And like, but someone gave us a bad review and said like, Brandon, don't ever just don't speak or something. And I took it so personal. I need to get back into doing impressions again. Cause I love doing Rocket's voice. I thought that was a lot of fun. Like, I don't know. Someone shook my confidence. I need to get back.
Yeah, because you're actually really good at them. Like when you do voices for the podcast, like they're good.
Well, I've really
someone
usually
was like, "Don't do that anymore." Just
I remember
do your
that
normal voice quoting the show.
Yeah, like please don't make voices anymore. And I remember
and
that
gave us a very low review, right?
Yes, it hurt. Like I was like, oh man, I didn't know I was bringing down the show. But like, if you listen to our Guardians review, I was really into it. I was enjoying doing Rocket. That was a lot of fun.
My dad wrote a porno. Their footnotes this week. They brought in a dialect coach because the main guy he'll read it in all these different accents.
Oh, that sounds hilarious.
I keep telling, I think I've told you, Brandon, like I remember being at an Applebee's on a Thanksgiving and I was like, listen to this podcast. It is hysterical. My dad wrote a porno is One of the
Sprocket.
best podcasts out there.
Yeah. No, I
Aside from this
gotta
one.
check out that podcast.
Rocket wants you to do Rocket
Oh,
impression.
it's weird. I feel like Rocket, I gotta be in that zone. So I don't know. And I also feel weird doing it on a command, but I will try to sometime tonight, Sprocket. I will give you a Rocket impression. Like, I'm trying to think of what he says too. Like, I know nothing like me except me. And then he says like, I ain't gonna be here very long. Like I hear that, like that Cockney voice that he has. Like, you know, I love that, you know, where me and Groot broke out of 32 prisons already. Like I can already start hearing him in my voice, but yeah, I don't know. I gotta get in a zone, Sprocket. I gotta tune in Bradley Cooper. That's what I need to do, and I'm not there.
You need to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm officially done eating.
All right, you're officially done eating. I'm officially ready to record. I'm gonna shut the door so I can hit record. And
Sorry, everyone.
well,
I'll be back in a
Having to-
second.
Deal with me eating.
Sorry.
all right. Well,
This is what happens when we record. We just get it.
yeah, we will
Amy
be,
is also still Clinton.
she's still signed in under Clinton's account. We are going to record in the next 5 minutes, guys. So just give us a second. I'm going to grab the door and yeah. So Clinton, you got to ride solo for a second, bud.
Okay, so I guess I'm carrying the show now. Welcome to Cackling with Clinton. How's everyone doing? All right, no responses. Great. Keith, you're fine. It's okay. We're gonna play your videos. We don't. It's all good. That's what this episode's all about, is for you guys, to give you guys a voice on the show. I just about burped, but I didn't for you guys. So I'm a classy gentleman. I would not do that. What superpower would I enjoy? Mind reading would be a superpower I would love to have.
Yeah, these are movies that are like too old.
No, I need to cut out the burping in the recording. It's a little
That's not the box she's in. That's the replacement box.
it doesn't help my look.
Yeah, she has a mohawk and she's really cool.
My city is under a boiling water advisory because there's E. coli in the water system. What the hell? Where are you at?
Yeah, for real. I hope it's not in Tennessee.
My roommate burps. Clinton, sorry, I jumped all over you on Facebook about Taskmaster. Who is Buddha Baby?
That's Brandy.
Oh,
Well, I sent you a text.
it's okay, Brandy.
I'm just saying.
I don't get offended. And honestly, sometimes I don't get to look at everybody's stuff because I'm glad. And
I think
everyone
I'm
posts
very far behind.
everyone posts a lot regularly, which I'm all about, and it's exciting. But it does. My schedule is crazy. I'm on the road a lot, so I'm driving or working a lot or just chilling. So I don't get to
My niece is
see
just,
everything all the time. But no, I wasn't offended by that at all. I I will say, when I saw your second comment that said, I had to comment because I was heated. I was like, dang, did I make her that mad? I didn't mean to make you that mad.
my nieces just came in and had a little room tour of my nerd room, so that was fun. So if anyone saw my nieces, say hello to them. Anyway, so you guys ready? We ready to rock?
I think
Lady
so.
Winter Soldiers in North Carolina. That's
Hey.
not too far away.
Yeah, we do plan on, as funny as it sounds, we plan on doing cons in the Tennessee area if we can get a chance to. We think it would be a lot of fun. Now, nothing's
We're going to
guaranteed.
con
Oh.
people out of things.
Yes. Yeah. That's
We
what
want to do.
Patreon is.
We want to do. No, God, you guys are jerks. We want to do live panels. We want to do, like, that would be a lot of fun, live recordings and be seen in person. So somewhere in Tennessee, that's what we're thinking about. So
Oh, you know what? I would love to come to Canada. They're real
Yeah.
strict right now with lockdown, from what I understand. I actually had a trip planned last year, and it was already booked, and me and several friends were going to Canada to see a friend. And I think a week before we were supposed to go, everyone went into lockdown because of the pandemic. But I really want to visit Canada real bad.
I've never been to Canada. I used to tell people I was from Canada. And it was a
Elizabeth.
big fat lie.
Elizabeth, thank you for being a patron. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I
Thank you,
agree,
thank you.
Rick. I agree 100%.
All right, guys. You ready? You ready to record? I am ready to hit record. This is what you're going to actually hear on the podcast. So you've been hanging out with us for an hour.
Dan it.
And this is Clinton. This is Clinton. All right, Amy, Clinton, let's get rocking. You guys ready to record?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sad they can't hear what we say during you being muted.
Well, if I left it unmuted, we would all hear you, and that would just kill this whole show. So no.
Oh, we're liabilities, Emmy.
If you guys are just now finding that out, I haven't done my job. All right, guys, we got a lot of comments to get through. Let's hit this and run. Get ready, guys. We're going to do our Avengers Assemble recording right now. Cannot wait. Thank you all for joining us here. Cheers to you all. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have a good night listening to the show. Obviously, we'll get to the chat as much as we can. We're going to talk to our people on Twitter that are reaching out to us. It's very important that we get to their comments, but be a part of the show. Feel free to comment whenever you want. This is your show as well.
Cheers.
You are the fourth member of the show. So cheers, Rick.
Cheers. I can say it.
Okay, you can. I agree. All right.
Can I say it?
Nope.
Why?
Because that's rude.
Yeehaw, record time. Yes, I'm so happy you're here to listen. So happy. I know you were talking about that on Twitter. That's awesome. So LOL into it. Guys, let's hit the record button. I am muting Emmy and Clinton now. You will not hear them anymore. This is the power I have. Watch. See? Look at them. Just look at them. Just look at Clinton unamused, just pissed off that I can do this. Yeah. All right. See Emmy talking. You guys can't hear. This is what I do because they like to throw me off. So I'm going to grab my notes and we are going to get going, guys. And we'll hit the record button. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We really, really appreciate you all. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to Avengers Assemble. So let's get going. I have to get my notes. Where are they? Here we go. Here they are. There we go. All right, guys. You ready to roll? All right. We will get recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Avengers podcast, where we assemble weekly to binge the MCU and all things nerd, old and new. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Abingers Podcast. That is one word, ladies and gentlemen, ABINGERS Podcast. Give us a like, a comment, and let us know what you think of the show. You can also find us on Patreon at Avengers Podcast. Support the show, and we greatly appreciate it because you can now find us there, get exclusive content you can't find anywhere else at patreon.com/Avengers Podcast. And you can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are available. If you like the show, consider giving a 5-star rating on your podcast platform of choice. It goes a long way with us getting eyes and ears on the show, and we greatly appreciate your support. But I'm just one of your hosts, Brandon, and I can't do this alone. Clinton, Emmy, how are you guys?
No, I'm better now that I got to mock you and people saw it. Your eyes stayed glued to your phone on that one.
Did it stay glued to my phone? Come at me, bro.
Oh, you just gonna? We're doing that thing.
We're
so,
doing
like,
that
to get
thing.
Back at me.
We're
you
doing
just
that.
mock me. We're doing that thing.
You just said
that
that you were mocking Brandon, and now Brandon's mocking you, and it's not okay.
Exactly.
The hypocrisy is real. It is so real. Emmy, how are you doing?
I'm feeling jazzercised.
Oh.
I didn't have anything.
Jazzercised.
Exercise.
That's where we landed.
What?
Yeah. Yep. I couldn't say tired because that's honestly, I couldn't say tired again because I said that last night.
That is awesome.
That's adulthood, though.
that's just every day.
Every time you ask us now, Brandon, we're gonna say like some variation of tired, wore out, tired, sleepy.
Jazzercise.
Well,
There's a snake in my boot.
there's
those
a
kind of
snake.
things.
Oh man. Well, guys, if you notice a little bit something different about our intro, we started a Patreon. Just real quick plug. We'll be done in just a second. We have started a Patreon at patreon.com/Avengers podcast, and we greatly appreciate your support. Check out the Patreon over there. If anything interests you, it goes a long way really with supporting the show and keeping us getting better and better. So really this is a long time coming. We've been talking about a Patreon for a while. Our Twitch listeners got to hear about it as well. If you want to check out the tiers though, feel free to look at everything we've got for you guys. And
That's TIERS, not TEARS.
yeah, we're not crying. We're not crying yet.
Not on air anyway.
Yeah.
Those
When you
words
see
are,
how Brandon
are
treats us
homophones.
off air.
Yeah. Guys, Abingers Assemble.
Homophones.
Abingers Assemble. We are here. We've got a lot to talk about because we had the Loki season finale hit. We've had Black Widow come out in theaters and Disney Plus. This has been a crazy week for content. This is the most content last week we've ever produced, and now we get to talk about it with our fans and our listeners, and I'm really, really excited about that.
Me too. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, I did.
Nods. You can't do nods on here, Amy. You got to say words.
I know. I don't know what
I
I'm
can't
doing.
stand those.
It's weird that we're on a
was gonna say,
podcast.
I have friends that do this in person. Like we're all hanging out and I'll ask them a question
Mhm.
and I'm like, are you going to answer me? Like I'm doing something too. And they're like, I nodded. I'm like, I'm not just looking at you constantly. Like I'm asking a question. Answer me.
Oh, this is
when virtual kids came back to in person for testing, it took a minute, I feel like, for them to be like, I have to respond. I can't just turn my camera off. It was like, so are you guys good with that? And they would just sit there and stare at me. It was like, guys, your camera's on. I can see you. You have to respond to me. Like you're in real person.
Hell yeah,
You're
dude.
in real person.
You're in real
yeah, Dick.
person.
Oh, Sprocket.
Sprocket.
It's a podcast, not a nodcast. Yes.
That was beautiful.
You win. This is awesome. We are also live on Twitch. You can follow us on Twitch at Abingers Podcast. We do a stream every single week with Abingers Podcast. You can reach out to us on Twitter to be featured on the show, but you can also find us on Twitch and see a live stream of the show. We record it. We talk with our listeners before and after the show. It's a lot of fun. So we have our awesome virtual audience with us on Twitch. This is going to be a good time. So
And YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Why do I keep forgetting about YouTube? We are on YouTube as well. We are simultaneously casting on YouTube. Sorry for our YouTube listeners. I keep doing that. So, guys, are we ready to dive deep into what our listeners think everything's going on in the MCU world today?
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, yeah, dude. All right, guys.
I reckon.
I think I get this from, I realized it today when I was listening to our podcast. I think I get that from the Chad sketch with Pete Davidson. He's just like, yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
On SNL.
Hey, yeah, dude. Hey, yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
I love that sketch. And I guess it's implanted into my brain forever.
Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Guys, I'm looking forward to this. So if I like your comment on the Twitters, it means I have read it on air. It's how I can keep going down the list. So I actually will like your comment so it keeps track of it. So you might get an alert if you're with us on Twitch as well. That means I've read your comment live on the air. So
Are you doing it like you normally do, Brandon? Your favorites first, right?
Yes,
Mhm, yeah.
yes, Clinton. So our favorite listener is Clinton. It's in complete random order. Quit being an ass. So Rick, but Rick, you are still a worthy listener, and we love you. It's just we don't pick favorites. It's like picking your favorite children. It's just not. It's not cool.
I feel like if I had children, I would be like, that one's my favorite.
Nader, because he calls you the goat. All right, so
I'm the Eminem of podcasts. man.
all right, we're gonna keep going. Rick, hey, nice to hear from you, man. Rick said, I freaking loved the Loki finale and was completely transfixed by Jonathan Majors' charm and wit. To date, which character has had your favorite entrance to the MCU? I'm thinking that King is now on my short list. Ooh, this is a good question to start out with, Rick. Good stuff, man.
Character or villain?
Said character. I mean, it can be anybody. Who had
Kang is that was a good one. That was a really good one.
I know
agree.
mine.
I think I know mine too.
Well, go for it, guys. What do you got?
I really liked Natasha Romanoff. I liked her
Iron Man 2.
introduction in Iron Man 2. And it's not because it's in Iron Man 2, but I really did like, because I didn't see it coming. Like I knew Black Widow was going to be in it. And then I saw her as like Tony's assistant. It threw me off. I liked it.
What do you got, Clinton?
Mine is T'Challa when he came in Civil War,
Ooh, that's a good one.
because he made a grand entrance.
Oh,
in that movie.
yeah.
That's a damn
yeah.
good one.
God,
All
his
right.
fighting style, everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm-
Okay. Fair point.
I'm gonna say Nomad from Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, I'm kind of cheating
Captain
here.
America.
I'm kind of cheating here, but when he showed up in that subway tunnel and he came out of the shadows, lost my shit. Absolutely lost my shit. I thought it was wonderful, wonderful,
Can
wonderful.
No, never mind. I'm not going to say a TikTok I saw on that scene. It's a little inappropriate.
Well, thank you for self-editing, Clinton. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's maturity. That's great.
It's growth, Brandon. I'm trying to grow. I'm a young man still.
Yeah. Yes. Clinton's 40.
Nader said Val was pretty cool, and I might have to agree with him. That was a pretty good one too.
Oh, we also have Spider-Man. His introduction to the MCU was really good too, also in Civil War. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But shorter than Black Panthers.
That was Beham that said that as well. So good stuff. All right, guys. So we will keep going. Buddha Baby, who is in the chat with us tonight. We need to give a shout out to Josh King. After episode 4, Josh posted in the Facebook group that he heard "See you soon" in the laughter when the robot timekeeper was beheaded. That phrase is the last thing He Who Remains says after Sylvie stabs him.
Is that
Even
legit?
down to the laughter. Oh, whoa.
I meant, okay, I saw that
Whoa.
in the Facebook in the Avengers Assemble, and then I meant to go back and rewatch it and see if I heard the same thing, and I never did. But I guess it didn't stick out in my brain enough to like say, "Oh, this is exactly what he said." They
We're
said.
gonna have to re-listen to this, guys.
Yeah, 100%. That's wild if they did that.
I agree.
But also, I mean, wow.
And very ominous, like
Mhm.
because that would be timekeepers saw see you again soon. Then they saw He Who Remains, and then
Ooh,
obviously
yeah.
the next variation is going to be.
Right.
This is going to be a next
Oh,
level.
Kang Bang.
Oh, Kang Bang. This is going to be a next level villain, because I'm going to argue more powerful than Thanos, and I meant to bring that up last night in our review, but he can be so many different versions and keep coming back because he's a time traveling villain.
Mm-hmm.
So you really got to have like I want them to make this a lead into Secret Wars where you have a multiverse battle, because that's what it would take to destroy him.
I mean, I can't disagree with you, man.
It'd be wild Avengers movie.
Wow.
I mean, absolutely. It would probably break my brain.
It's already breaking my brain. And
It'd
it's,
probably have too much action in it for you, Emmy.
yeah, there's fighting. Bros fighting bros.
I would enjoy it.
Oh,
Bring it, Marvel.
Have we changed any?
Have we converted, Emmy?
It's
I
about.
don't think so.
It's about damn time if we did.
No, I don't think so. Because I still love Iron Man 2. I've already brought it up twice. You're welcome.
All right, good stuff. And Buddha Baby also said, before Loki aired, I wanted him to get a scene with Frida, similar to Thor in Endgame. We didn't get it, but we did get this Loki's character growth paralleling because Loki learns to be who he wants to be, not who he's supposed to be, same way Thor did in Endgame. Oof, beautiful parallel there, Buddha Baby, and completely agreed. Completely agreed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about last night. He doesn't have to be, he's got free will. He can be whoever he wants to be. Yeah.
Yep, completely agreed.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that.
Good stuff. Bobby says, he said, I think Loki was everything Marvel fans could have wanted. I wonder if part of that is that we as fans are most connected to Loki. He has been in the most movies, and I'm excited for the amount of stuff the multiverse opens up. It is a little overwhelming, but exciting. OH!
I-O! Yay!
Yeah. Bobby, good comment, man. Good stuff. And, I love when he said, we feel the most connected to Loki. I really would think what I loved, we did Who Do You Identify As, an episode a few months back. Gina's response and how she identified as Loki was one of my absolute favorite things we've ever done on the show. And for people to identify as him, it's really, really cool. And I
think her response too was very depthy and went a little all over the place about why. And I think the show kind of did that in a, on screen.
Oh yeah.
I've been slow to love Loki, but here I am.
It's Loki.
Absolutely. I've been Slowky. Slowky to Loki. But
Did,
I'm here.
did
I got
we,
here.
We did who we identify as, right?
Yeah.
Remember
Mhm.
that? Did I say Loki?
No. You said, I think it was a mix between Rocket and it was someone else. I can't remember, but I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you never said Loki, though.
Loki was my favorite back. I mentioned about how he was one of my favorites standouts in the older movies. I think maybe in the shitty Thor movies.
Well, that's awesome. Well, guys, Chaotic Queen said, I really loved how they portrayed sibling relationships in Black Widow. We're going to change gears here. It was a realistic sort of way with them teasing and taunting each other, but still being totally there when it came down to it. And for the season finale of Loki, I'm still in shock about the whole thing. I think I talked about it on our podcast, kind of with the sibling relatability in Black Widow really hitting home for me, and Yelena being someone that I really related to. And Yelena probably is one of my top 5 favorite MCU characters right now, maybe top 3. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with this character and her relatability, and I see a lot of myself in her, and especially the sibling aspect. And I completely agree with you, Chaotic. I thought it was really, really wonderful. And yeah, Loki took me a while to process as well.
It was really good. I went and got my computer's a little bit older, and sometimes when I put it in full screen, it does screen flashes. And I was going to bring it up in episode 4. I was like, did you guys see the screen flashes? I tried to catch up, but it's just that my computer's old and breaking. And so I went and watched it on the TV in my guest room. And I took my like a separate notebook that I don't normally take notes in. And I was like, I'm going to take notes, because I stayed up until 3 a.m. to watch it. I was a little bit tired. I might have had some, some beverages,
Spirits.
some spirits. Yes, I might have been a little bit full. And I went and got my notebook, because sometimes when you're reading comments, I want to make notes too, just so that I don't forget to touch on anything. And the only note that I took when I watched it on Tuesday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning was, oh, holy shit, time shit. And then I watched the rest.
Did you have
of the
a variant of
episode.
yourself in the house that night? That's the variant, Emmy, right?
It must have been, because I watched the rest of the episode completely not taking notes, just glued to the screen. But yeah, that was my note. Holy shit, time shit.
Oh.
Y'all talking about Yelena?
Yeah, someone said, how's it pronounced, Clinton? Yelena?
Yelena?
I love you guys so much. And Thicky T, oh my gosh, she's been listening at work for the past 3 weeks, and you've been helping me stay somewhat sane. I shit my pants even without hearing the brown note due to your sweet, succulent voices. Just kidding. Or maybe not. Anyways, I really hope Mobioki isn't going to get split up forever.
Mobioki.
Oh, sorry. And I really want to see their friendship again. Good stuff. Thicky T, good to hear from you. Awesome stuff. All right.
Thanks.
That was really sweet.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Smash Trivia John, one of our great listeners. Do you think we'll get more of Jonathan Majors next season, or will they keep him for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania? Why not both is my answer there. But
yeah,
we'll keep going, though. I wish they actually said the name Kang for the general audience, because those not online don't know that Jonathan Majors got cast. I don't think he was Kang here. I think he was He Who Remains. He was a blend of both, exactly what Clinton kind of went into detail about in our episode.
And he alludes to, like, some have called me a conqueror. So, and then somebody in the group chat earlier, and I'm sorry, it scrolled past and we were talking about other stuff, but it's kind of left open, so they can kind of go any route that they want to. They don't have to go Kang. Although, should they? Yes,
it's Kang. It's Kang, but I don't think it was Kang that we saw, but it's Kang who we're getting for sure.
Well, I mean, it is, but it isn't, because he said there's versions of me. So I mean, yeah, I went in depth about it on our episode yesterday, the finale episode, but there, I'm having trouble, because he brings up a good point. What about the people that aren't online that see this, that he was cast? But at the same time, like, who's not online that's Marvel fanboys? Are there people out there
to watch Disney Plus? You have to be online. So
no, it was all over social media and everything.
Buddha Baby said, I saw a YouTube reaction who did not get it.
Ooh.
And I would be
Really?
curious to see that.
You need to send us that link, Buddha Baby. Tag us.
But
Yeah.
but to your point, Brandon, it worked for the audience too, because they didn't need you to really get it
Mhm.
in this episode, because He Who Remains is kind of a throwaway. I don't want to say throwaway. He was a big part of the TVA. Obviously, he was the last living agent, but it's not going to continue the story.
Right.
So they kind of blended the character, and I think it'll make more sense to people that just watch the movies when we do get Kang the Conqueror later. I think they'll reference this.
What if? Sorry, just had a thought. What if Jonathan Majors was not cast as Kang? What if he was cast as He Who Remains, and they're throwing us all off?
No,
We're
they
being
said he was
Mephisto'd
cast
again.
as Kang the Conqueror.
Amy, I love you, but no, it's not.
Okay.
I,
All right.
I mean that with all due respect. I don't think that's the case. Tom King says, I was confused at first because I didn't realize they had merged He Who Remains and Kang together. This is pretty on point, actually. I didn't read the comics growing up, so thank you, Clinton, for being a Marvel newbie tour guide. I love that,
Aw.
Tom. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Clinton's the man. He really is. And he explains it in a very well thought out way. And I mean that with all the love in the world, Clinton. You're really
Well,
good.
sometimes my brain, like,
Oh no. You're perfect. You are
I'll
perfect.
be in the middle of something and I'll be like, where was I?
No, you are perfect, sir. Panic Everywhere said, the Loki finale totally blew me away. I've seen a lot of theories saying Sylvie might not be a Loki. Thoughts? I'm going to go back and rewatch the series for the probably 10th time. Love that, Panic Everywhere. So I think Sylvie is a Loki, especially that flashback scene pretty much confirms it to me.
Well, yes, but there was something in the finale that something says, or she says, I'm not you, or I'm not.
Mhm.
And it made me think of that same thing. What if it's a throw off and she's actually the Enchantress? But I think you're right. I think they blended the Enchantress and Enchantress and Lady Loki here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan asks, do you think Kang will be blue in the comics, like in the comics when they show him?
Yes, I do think
He
so.
he blew himself.
Excuse
Y'all
me?
not get that reference?
Emmy, this is a family show. Could you keep it G-rated, please?
Is
Good.
that the reason we had Kablooey, blue gum, blue candy?
You had to blow yourself to get Kablooey gum. Confirmed.
No, he blew himself because Arrested Development, guys. Come on. Jordan got it. Thank you, Jordan.
I think Jordan.
Arrested Development, he tries out for the Blue Man group, and he gets blue paint, and he covers himself in blue paint, and he goes, Michael, it seems like I blew myself.
Do you guys remember that song, I'm blue?
I'm a die. Did you know there's
Okay.
like certain like I'm in need of a guy, or if I was green I would die? There's a few conspiracy theories about that song, by the way.
Well, that song as a child, now as an adult, I knew it talked a lot about depression, is what like the blue meant, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a child, it kind of terrified me trying to visualize that song. Like I live in a blue house with a blue car and there's blue people. And I'm like,
And everyone
makes me
is blue
uncomfortable.
like him. Blue-
Maybe when we see Kang in Quantumania, that'll be the song they play.
Oh, if they well, they've already played it in the MCU. It was Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
at the
yeah.
party.
They've
right?
already played it, so we're screwed. But they can bring it
Was it-
back.
Wait, was it at the party?
Yes,
It was at the beginning of Iron Man 3.
it was the
yeah.
beginning of yes.
Was it a party?
It was a New Year's party.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on,
Was it
have
a
you not-
party?
Clinton, we're on an MCU podcast.
Was
Sorry,
it a party?
my mic was skipping.
Was it a party?
Was it a party? Was it a party? So
Well, I was like, there was a party in Iron Man 2 as well. So
awesome. Well, Getting Worse said, and I think they were actually in our live audience. I haven't seen them in a minute. But as for Black Widow, I loved Florence Pugh in it. But because we know what's going to happen to Natasha, the whole movie just doesn't have a sense of danger. And everything just played out without any highs and lows. I hated how she doesn't even get to kill Dreykov after all
Me too.
that. That's a good point.
That was something that I meant to bring up, was that it was kind of like the stakes weren't there. Like although I loved it, like the
just
stakes
the
weren't
chicken,
very
not
high.
steak.
Oh my goodness. The stakes.
But
Call.
ching. Brandon's
Um,
away.
Something else that I really enjoyed was that it was right after Civil War where they did those big, like, the big words to tell you where they were. And it was the same style. Did you catch that? Like when they go to Cuba, it's like Cuba, bah, Red Room, bah. I liked that.
Ah.
Yeah, they don't do that.
They had
noise.
sheep telling the cities.
Yeah.
Bah.
It was the same style though, and so I did enjoy that. But yeah, I agree with you. The I don't want to say stakes again because you're gonna make it another terrible joke.
No, I'm done. I have one-liners. I don't do it over and over. I never repeat myself.
Never repeats himself. Ooh.
Yeah.
We have.
I'll say it again. I never repeat myself.
But yeah, the stakes weren't there for me because she makes it out of it.
It reminds me of like Dumb and Dumber, where he's like, "What do you mean you don't bet? I mean, I don't bet." What about 10-1 odds? Like, 3-1.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I need to watch that movie.
Guys, if you would like to see us review Dumb and Dumber, let us know in the chat because that is my favorite movie ever.
Liz Likes Plant said, I love it nonetheless, but definitely would have preferred it was actually released between Civil War and Infinity War. I completely agree.
I agree, Liz.
I am so glad we got it, though.
Yes.
Because even though there wasn't a lot of stakes, we did get Florence Pugh.
There was chicken, though.
But it don't land as well when you do it to me. It kind of felt like it was like a movie to like catapult Yolanda and her family, because we did get more than just Yelena. We got
Yolena.
Red Guardian.
Oh, sorry.
And what's her face? And what's his head?
Yolena and Molina. It was a wonderful show. I love that someone said, actually, Dumb and Dumber, yes, Dumb and Dumber, yes. I thank you guys. That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey. Oh man. Anyway, so
I'll laugh my ass off the whole time watching.
It's such a good movie.
Yes.
Austria. Well then, good day, mate.
Oh.
I love that movie. I can quote. My fiance gets pissed off at me because we play that movie and I will literally mute it and just quote the entire movie. I've watched it probably more than any other movie ever. Oh God, I love that movie.
Mine's Ace Ventura.
Oh,
so I love our listeners on here in the chat. They said, so it's Meja Crispy said, agree, Clinton, this movie was a vehicle to bring Yolene into the MCU, which is a callback to the joke I made in the episode. Yolene. And then Nader said Yolanda is its variant.
That's my car's name right now. I've got Yolanda the Honda.
I love it.
And I used to have Sholanda the Honda, but she got totaled. I was gonna make
somebody with a Subaru needs to name theirs Pew the Subaru.
I was gonna make the point. Oh, I don't remember if I brought it up on the podcast or not, but I was thinking about it the other day when I was riding around. There should have been a origin story for Black Widow after Iron Man 2. And then this should have come out after Civil War. And it really ticks me off that didn't happen. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, everyone says it's for other reasons, but wasn't the CEO at the time of Disney like said that women leads don't sell back in the day?
I'm sure
or he's been on record saying that in the past.
Was it Perlmutter that said that or something like that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's a former CEO.
No, I think it's Ike Perlmutter, honestly. But yes, I've heard that as well. Guys, we will move forward because I agree. Just short version, Black Widow should have been in the Infinity Saga. It's that simple. Should not have been in Phase 4. It should have happened earlier is the point. Mike Yankee said, since Clinton always wants his validation, I want mine. LOL. Last week, I said Miss Minutes is the one who knew everything. I have to admit when I'm wrong. As it wasn't Kang being in prison, how great would it have been to see if the season to start... Hold on. How great would it be if season 2 starts with Loki saying what? Then Morbius I think he meant Mobius, and B-15 start laughing, and Morse is saying, gotcha. Well, when JM appeared, I screamed, holy shit, it's him, and no one said anything back. I was alone, though, so I guess it makes sense. Just screaming excitedly to no one. Disappointed at no post-credit scene. JM was fantastic. And, yeah, so that was it. Mike filled us in on that. Good stuff, Mike.
I have to give myself a win too. When I went back and listened to the Avengers Assemble episode from last week, Clinton was like, I can't answer the question on whether or not we're going to see Jonathan Majors. Brandon said it's going to be a post-credit scene real quick. And I said, yes, wholeheartedly, 100%. And I was right.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Thank you.
I just didn't want to have my hopes up. I was suffering from
Mephistitis.
Yeah, Mephistitis.
All right, guys. We have our first video well, you're hearing this. This is audio listener. This is Stryker, probably one of our youngest fans. Stryker reached out to us. I don't know how safe we are for parents, but hey, if you're listening, we appreciate it, Stryker. Thank you so much. This is Stryker for his question on Abingers Assemble. Here he is.
And then, how come, what's his name again? I forgot.
Loki.
Loki's future is to die, and the Avengers' future is to travel in time. But if it was the Avengers that were supposed to go through in time, then when the block came in, the block came out of the
Tesseract.
ship. Yeah, the Tesseract. Then wouldn't his future be like he's supposed to stay alive? It messed it up. That might be their future too.
That is correct. All right. I'll let them know.
All right, Stryker, thank you so much for reaching out to us, buddy.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Stryker. What a great question. And this is real legit question. Like the questions of, why is the Avengers, they're okay, but Loki, it's not his destiny to time travel. Like, why is he being pruned, but they're just riding along? Why is it? I don't know if we'll ever know. I almost just feel like that's convenient storytelling. That's a really good question, though.
I kind of think too that this Loki that does get the Tesseract, it kind of seems from He Who Remains that it was supposed to happen that way. That he was supposed to live, and he was supposed to go to the TVA, and Mobius was supposed to save him. He was supposed to meet Sylvie. I think that Stryker is on he's onto a very good point.
But
to
also,
basically say it was supposed to happen that way.
But also, it is said that Lokis are there to make others better. Like that's their purpose.
Did he make Sylvie better? Did
She's
Sylvie
a
make him better?
They're Lokis together, so it's kind of a paradox with them and
Mimmons.
Stryker getting some love in the chat, saying Stryker rocks. That was awesome. That is from our buddy Keith. Good stuff, Stryker. That was a great question, man. So we are back, and we see Buddha Baby said, I think when Miss Minutes gave Renslayer those files, it was at the behest of Kang the Conqueror, not He Who Remains Kang. And Renslayer went off to find him. So yeah, I kind of like that theory. I think that's a really good idea, Buddha Baby. I think I kind of completely agree.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Amy, we have a show.
I know.
It's all surrounded about listening.
I think I have undiagnosed ADHD just a little bit, and I think I've discovered.
If you're on this podcast, we all have ADHD.
Very true.
The A in Abingers stands for ADHD. I think when Miss Minutes gave Renslayer those files, it was at the behest of Kang the Conqueror, not He Who Remains. And Renslayer went off to find him.
Oh, okay. I see that.
And that's similar to what I said, isn't it? That she was off some version, like she knows about him and she's off to find him.
Is your back not feeling very padded right now?
No. I hate you so much.
I really got myself there. Okay.
I'm done.
I love it. All right, so are we moving on?
Yeah.
I guess we're moving on. Captain Usopp said, I loved episode 6, which solidified Loki as the best MCU Disney Plus series so far. I loved the additional depth it gave to Renslayer and her motivations, as well as finally creating the multiverse. Jonathan Majors was a treat as Immortus in this episode and made me excited to see more. On the other hand, I was disappointed with Black Widow, partially because Natasha felt like a side character in her own movie, but mostly because of the villains. Dreykov and Taskmaster should have felt more intimidating, but ended up feeling like worse versions of Kilgrave and the Winter Soldier, respectively. This movie felt like it was only there to get rid of Natasha and set up Yelena. Ooh.
Okay. I responded to this on Facebook, I believe, because I felt like it was less of a like that Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow were being outshined. And it was more of a, we're not going to accept any kind of a replacement for Black Widow unless if Black Widow has like kind of like it makes it okay for us, if that makes sense. Like we had to fall in love with Yelena along with Black Widow to kind of be okay with the transition. So I thought it was more of a passing of the torch and less of a like one person did better or was, I don't know, outshine the other one. I see where you're coming from. I just think I disagree just a little bit that it was kind of like, okay, ScarJo is probably done with the MCU for a while, so let's pass on to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't listening to me. You were responding on Twitch.
No, I wasn't. That is our
intern.
Our intern that's on Twitch. So yeah, no, and I agree with you, Emmy. I respectfully disagree as well. I thought this was the most well-rounded we had seen Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. I even said that in the review. You know what I mean? Yes, they gave equal light to Yelena at times and to build her up, but I still feel like they never shied away from Black Widow. So I respectfully agree to disagree. I thought Black Widow was wonderful in her own movie, better late than never, and I was really, really excited to see that as well. But I will say to your Loki, best Disney Plus series so far, it's hard to disagree. I think this is, like I said, I think I had higher highs with WandaVision, maybe even lower lows with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't say that in our review, but but I really think overall quality wise, and when I say lower lows, like things that impacted me and made me feel like, oh my God, like I mean that in a good thing, like very hard hitting stuff in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But overall series, I've got to say Loki probably wins out.
I think listening to our review today, because I am that narcissistic, and yes, I subscribe and listen to my own podcast. Duh. I'm already a patron. No, I'm just kidding. Not yet, but it's only a matter of time. Yep. I think it really solidified it for me that it has really been a journey, and I've really enjoyed it. It's really been a great journey. Mm-hmm. I've really enjoyed Loki.
Yeah, and I love Liz. Liz Likes Plants says, I agree, Emmy. I also think everything Natasha did was absolutely true to her character, and it showcased her to empathy and strength really well. Good stuff. This is really good stuff. So yeah, we will keep on moving forward, guys. We are back with Buddha Baby, who says, before Loki aired, I wanted him to get a scene with Frida. Oh, I already read that. Sorry, my bad. That's why the like button exists. Winter Soldier says, Loki finale was a disappointment for me. The fight scene between Loki and Sylvie was good. Nice to see Loki thinking things through instead of just reacting. So there was no real nitpick there about why. I'm curious why it was disappointing to you, Winter Soldier.
Why it was,
yeah.
Because I agree. Yeah, that he wasn't being impulsive and just like, I'm gonna kill this person who remains. Okay.
Yeah, I
did gasp audibly.
Yeah. Hey,
clutch the pearls and everything.
Exactly. Hey, Vinyl Cherry, your tweet has not been read yet, by the way. So, Shitty Mess. At Shitty Mess, one of the best Twitter handles ever. Shitty Mess. Sup, guys? Long-time lurker, first-time responder. Love it.
I love it.
Wow, they actually did it. Paid Jonathan Majors to be in the finale, and I'm all here for it. Loki unleashed Thanos, and now he's unleashed fucking Kang, y'all. If you know about Kang's story, I believe that it was Immortus, and now we're about to get the Conqueror. It's going to be cool to see him pop up anywhere in Phase 4. Now with the culmination of him squaring off with the Fantastic Four, or excuse me, FF4 in the expected last movie of the phase. Great pod, guys. I think he means Fantastic Four. So, I agree 100%. Shitty Mess. I love your Twitter handle, by the way. Thank you for being a first-time responder. We love hearing from you. Guys, this is Kang. I mean, yes, we saw Immortus. We saw Jonathan Majors play Immortus really, really well. But guys, I really think exactly what he just said. Unleashed fucking Kang, y'all. It's going to get crazy. It's going to be fun seeing what Jonathan Majors does with this other side of the character.
Yeah, agreed. I'm here for it. And because of how well he was introduced in this episode, I'm even more here for it. Like he sold me on it.
I completely agree. Clinton, what's your thoughts seeing Kang, or we saw Immortus version of Jonathan Majors' character, and now hopefully we've seen Kang completely unleashed?
Like the comparison between the two, like actually seeing them differently.
Yeah, like just seeing.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it probably is a reason they hired him in the casting, is to show the range of his acting skills. Because I haven't watched a lot of him in previous stuff, but apparently he usually plays serious characters. And
I was gonna ask Lovecraft. Good Lord, words are hard. Lovecraft Country. I have not seen it, but I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah, everyone raves about it.
HBO Max is the one thing that I don't pay for.
Oh, you need to pay for it. It's worth it.
It is.
Buddha Baby also said in the chat, I'm glad it wasn't another Loki variant. It was good to see Loki not be a villain. Well said. Yes. Completely agreed.
I was afraid of that, actually. And I think we talked about it a little bit. Like,
you were definitely
I was going to be disappointed if it was another Loki variant. But I'm really excited to see Jonathan Majors' portrayal as the Conqueror versus this, because this version is supposed to be like the more tame, calmer, but he still had that madness to him.
He was so
and I'm wondering
good.
if Kang is just going to be all out like chaos. Like
I cannot.
I hope so.
I
was living for it.
Jonathan Majors, if he played this side with the Immortus side and the He Who Remains side so well, I cannot wait for him to be the Conqueror. Jonathan Majors, sign me up. I cannot wait to see more of this guy. I don't care if it's season 2. I don't care if it's Quantum Mania. Just more Jonathan Majors, please. That's all I'm asking.
Did we ever answer the question, is he going to be blue?
He's going to be blue.
I'll be fine either way, honestly. I don't care. I mean, it would be cool because of the comics, but it really doesn't. I mean, the costume they showed at the end, the statue looks very comic accurate, in my opinion.
I think he's going to be blue. Emmy, what do you think?
I'm going to go with not blue, because do you remember when the live action Aladdin was coming out and Will Smith posed for, I think it was Entertainment Weekly?
And he was not blue and people lost their damn minds?
No, he was blue and people lost their damn mind.
I thought it was the opposite. He was not blue.
It was the opposite.
Yeah.
Because he ended up being blue.
Yeah, it was the opposite of me.
Because people lost their mind.
Because he wasn't true to the cartoon. That's why people lost their mind. Yeah. I'm 100% positive. I remember that very well.
Can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
I love that movie. I love his version of the genie. I thought it was fantastic.
No, I think he did great too.
Will Smith and Robin Williams are both great genies in two very different ways. Yes. Like I was like, you can't be Robin Williams. What the hell are you trying? And after I left that theater, I was like, you can be Will Smith as the genie, and you're damn great at it. And I mean that as a compliment. It was a completely different take, but yeah, it was familiar. Will Smith was awesome as the genie. I loved him. He was my favorite part, actually.
Keith said both happened. Yeah. The blue CG, him later, also bothered people. People suck. I mean, I agree. You can't please everybody.
You just can't please. You can't please anybody,
guys.
We've learned that head on doing this
with this show. Yeah, exactly. Just be yourself. That's all that matters. Do what you love and create content.
Which is a genie line.
Yeah.
When he turns into a bee in the cartoon, it says,
be yourself. I love that part. So, guys, we are going to move on to Smash Trivia. John, he's back with the multiverse now open and that Deadpool Korg promo the other day. How long do you think it will be before an official Deadpool 3 announcement? Also, any thoughts on what the story might be? I'm really hoping for Deadpool kills the Fox universe. Oh, that's a really good idea. I can't wait for him to show up, and he's just going to be like, they're like, what timeline are you from? He's like, the Fox one. It got destroyed because Disney bought it. Like, I think it's going to be a real tongue-in-cheek way how he gets in to the MCU, and it's just going to be really funny of him just making fun of, obviously the Fox-Disney merger. I cannot wait, but I don't think it's anytime soon. I think he's got Free Guy coming up. I would say Phase 5 is when we'll probably see Deadpool 3.
Yeah. Or
there will be
there might be cameos though.
Cameos, yes, but a Deadpool 3, which it's still a while away, unfortunately.
Did you guys see? I think 2 weeks from now is San Diego Comic-Con, and Disney and
DC both backed out.
DC both, yeah.
Oh, that
and then
sucks.
I think Sony was like, they haven't said yet. There's somebody else who was like, oh, we don't know yet. Oh, yeah, it is Sony, because everybody was like, oh, they'll release the trailer for No Way Home.
We got to get that. We're going to get that
Comic-Con.
trailer within the month. We have to. It's 5 months away. Like, come on. We need at least a teaser.
We posted on our Twitter, Spider-Man Far From Home, we expect to be out before the end of the month. I think Clinton and I both said
Spider-Man Far From Home? It's already out.
Sorry,
No
No
way.
Way Home.
Congratulations.
Smart ass.
I hate you. No Way Home. Sorry. We will move on.
Spider-Man, we're
low-hanging
like,
fruit.
no way you're getting a trailer.
Didn't you already use that?
Yeah, I
Last-
did. I
did.
totally
Okay,
did.
okay.
I was hoping maybe I'd catch you off guard.
Ah.
Didn't.
All right, we will move on to Getting Worse. Getting Worse says, I know I'm in the minority, but Loki just didn't click with me at all. I got bored halfway through Kang's explanation. Also, if Kang's first theater appearance is going to be in Ant-Man Quantumania, what are they going to what are they showing in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange? Both out before Ant-Man. I'm going to be real with you, Getting Worse. I think you are in the minority. I thought Loki hit on all cylinders. I thought Jonathan Majors was wonderful as Kang. And I was not bored in his explanation. I was riveted completely. But there's nothing wrong with not feeling that way.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the complete opposite for me. I was like hooked on every single thing he said. And what are they showing in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange? Spider-Man, easy. Andrew Garfield,
multiverse,
Tobey Maguire, let's open some shit up. Yeah, let's bring the Sony universe in full here.
Let's bring the Avengers into it. I mean, while we're at it.
What if we were all three in New York?
Well.
We were all three in New York and we were just like dicks, butts.
Extras.
Yeah.
They'd be what would be in the background, or would be the people with J. Jonah Jameson talking shit.
Yeah. Spider-Man's a dick. Screw Spider-Man.
We could each hate one of the variants of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to be the one hating Tom Holland, so dibs. One of y'all will have to do that.
Dibs on not hating
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, you have to hate.
Wait,
Andrew.
I have to hate Andrew?
Yeah, because I would rather hate on. I'll hate on Tobey Maguire. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll hate on Tobey Maguire. I can't be the.
This is easy. I could hate on Andrew Garfield all day because Andrew Garfield, it was so cringe. Him and Emma Stone's, their relationship is like.
You want to talk about cringe? Talk about Toby and Kirsten Dunst, who are
upside down, open mouth kissing.
I mean, that became iconic, but
yeah, I love
the
Clinton.
characters.
I love Clinton.
We talked about this. Have you ever tried to do that?
Yes.
It's so hard.
We talked about it, and Clinton wasn't there. Clinton, have you ever done an upside down kiss like Spider-Man?
Just with my dog. I'm sitting on the floor and he hangs his head off the couch. Come here, buddy.
Oh man.
Yes, I have. It's not that hard.
Not that hard. It
just
never
feels
works.
weird.
Yeah, it sucks. You're like suffocating. It's like the worst. No.
Have you guys remember when people were doing the thing where they like you both turn like facing each other and your heads are upside down and you talk and you just look at your mouth and how weird it looks when it's your chin moving.
Yes.
Or
It's
like
the
put
weirdest.
like googly eyes on your chin.
Yeah.
and then
Well,
go
not
upside
even
down.
that. If you just watch someone's mouth when they're talking upside down, instead of like your brain's used to like the jaw dropping at the bottom,
Yeah.
it's doing it at the top. It's real weird.
Clinton, when you and your dog had the Spider-Man kiss moment, was it in the rain?
It was in the mud.
One of the times.
That was Buddha Baby. I gotta give him a proper shout out. That was really funny, and so I had to get.
It was in the mud.
It's a 69 kiss, Fernando. You're spot on. It is the 69 I'm kissing. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so we are here with M.
Wait. Oh, I had a point with that one.
Oh, okay. Go
shit.
for it. No, Emmy, go.
Oh, but I it's
You
gone.
can't
Hold
say
on.
you have a
Wait.
point
Oh,
and then say I can't remember.
Okay.
it.
That's getting chaotic.
It was a lot of exposition, and so that person who said that they got bored in the middle of Kang talking, I get
Mhm.
that, because it was a lot of exposition.
They chose
there's a
the
lot of-
dialogue instead of the action more.
Yeah, which I enjoyed because I think that it takes a lot of explanation for it to make sense. I mean, obviously, when we recorded yesterday, I had a lot of questions, like why is he checking that gravity is still working? You open up that multiverse and like
But even with
it's out the window.
even with the exposition, there was still a lot of confusion, I think, I think they catered more to Marvel fanboy, like comic fanboys in this than they did people that
Yeah.
just watch the shows.
That's a good
But
point.
they still made it enjoyable enough, I think, for people that just watch the shows to be like, okay, we're going to see what's next later. But everyone that knew the comics and knew he was cast as him was like, oh my God, that's Kang.
That's King. Vinyl Cherry said, I've never seen the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, I'll be honest. Vinyl Cherry, you're not missing anything at all.
I like them.
I did too, but you're not missing anything. I mean, I'm going to be real. Like, I like the second one. Honestly, I was shocked how much I like the second one. But I...
Shocked.
You dick.
I think Dane DeHaan
Clever.
was completely underrated in that movie. I thought he was amazing in it because they had Jamie Foxx, so it overshadowed him. But I love Dane DeHaan, and I think he played a great Harry Osborn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love what
I don't even remember the second one.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I remember part of it.
Yeah, you're talking
One-
about the bounce off the... Yeah, oof, that was brutal.
Yeet.
Yeah, that was the first yeet. So Sprocket, I like what Sprocket said. Oh, totally. Loki was very comic booky, as was Wanda. These shows are totally banking on the idea that audience can accept comic book silliness. I think Infinity War and Endgame really started that trend. Even before that.
No, Guardians.
Guardians
started
is
that
actually,
trend.
I was just about to say that. Even before that, Guardians, I feel like MCU is now like, hey, we have all this craziness. And I think they first started it with Thor just a tiny bit. Then they started with Avengers with the Chitauri. They were starting to hint at it a little bit. But then Guardians, it was like, let's hit the gas pedal and just go.
Well, kind of with Captain America, honestly, with the suit. Like, they didn't modernize him.
No.
I'm not dissing. Like,
Yeah,
they kept
yeah.
that. Like,
He did not
and
have
they
the
even
wings
make
on
a
his
joke about it
he did-
later
he
when
didn't-
he wants the suit.
He did
for,
not have the wings on his head. So they definitely modernized it a little bit.
But no wings, but the regular suit in Avengers. When
That's
he
a good
wants
point.
That normal suit again. He's like,
That's a good point.
what does he say in the helicarrier? to
What's
Coulson?
wrong with the
He said,
the red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes?
he said, aren't the Stars and Stripes a little old fashioned? And Coulson
Yes.
said, the way things are going right now, I think the world could use a little old fashioned. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful line. I don't write these quotes down over and over and over. So,
Well, you don't watch Captain America over and over and over while you're sitting on your bed with tissues and lotion.
America's
either.
ass, y'all. America's ass. So M said, hey, I'm going to be on the stream tonight to discuss with everyone, but I want to talk about how all throughout the series, Loki, Sylvie, and Kang have all looked into the camera, breaking the fourth wall. In the elevator, after Loki says, you're just a man, Kang looks at the camera. And Loki and Sylvie both look into the camera multiple times, breaking the fourth wall. There's no way all three actors could make the same mistake multiple times. They would just use a different take on the scene. I'm going to rewatch today and count how many times it happens. Im, you're in the chat right now, but that's a really interesting take.
I didn't catch it.
I didn't either, but that's...
And I usually do, I feel like.
Yeah,
That is a really, really good take. And breaking the fourth wall, that's, I don't know. That just blew my mind. Do you have a count for us? I think she's Vinyl Cherry in our chat. I'm just curious because that's awesome. That's awesome. And I never realized it.
Now I want to watch it again to just see that.
There was somebody on, sorry guys, RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, Art Simone, who would look into the camera like that. Like it was very much like, this is my show. Like, you guys are privy to my show. This is for me and I'm getting laughs. And so that's like when she said something quippy or funny, she would like look straight into the camera. I wonder if that's somehow like Kang, or not Kang, He Who Remains, or Sylvie or Loki being like, this is my show.
Right.
It's He Who Remains / Kang Who Bangs.
So Kang Who Bangs, because now that's all I'm going to call him. I hope you realize that. Kang Who
made
Bangs.
a monster.
Yeah. But yeah, it, like kind of being like, no, this is I'm the main character.
Interesting.
I could see it being an accident, but if it's happening like 3-4 times by different characters, then it has to be intentional, correct?
Yeah, because they're professional actors. Like, that's like rule number 1: don't look at the freaking camera.
Update: I didn't rewatch, but I watched clips, and Sylvie does it 2 times in episode 3, I believe, and Loki does it a few times.
Wow.
Wow.
Interesting stuff. Well, we're going to go back and watch it. So, we are definitely going to go back. That's some interesting stuff. Winter Soldier said, Sylvie is like Zemo. She is capable of finishing the mission, which is badass. Love it. And also says, Black Widow was awesome. Love the part where Yelena was talking about lady parts being removed. Her one-liners reminded me of Tony Stark. The Red Room reminded me of Cloud City from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. What? Good stuff. Good stuff. I actually really, really like that. Sylvie is a badass. I do know that obviously Sylvie at the very end kind of made a mistake, or at least what we are perceiving as a mistake. But I loved how badass and how in control she was regardless. I thought it was really, really strong. And she's also...
wasn't the comment about Black Widow?
There was first one. Sylvie is like Zemo. She is capable of finishing the mission, which is badass. And then the Black Widow comment.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes, Sylvie is a badass, but Black Widow was awesome. Love the part where Yelena was talking about lady parts being removed. Her one-liners reminded me of Tony Stark, and the Red Room reminded me of Cloud City from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. I never made that Empire Strikes Back kind of connection.
I didn't either.
But that's a really good connection.
And even the quippiness of her to Tony Stark. I mean, that's pretty fair, too. She's quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is. I completely agree. And she was so funny. Like when she like shivered when she did the superhero land and she's like, like just, when she was almost disgusted. It was so, she was, Yelena, a team Yelena.
And Sylvie was a badass too. I came around to Sylvie. If y'all remember, I wasn't a huge fan at first.
Oh, because the hair.
Well, the hair, and then, I don't know. I felt like someone else could have played it better, but she won me over. Sprocket said the line where she says, I was pruned before you were even born. She wasn't pruned. She was taken. Yes. I had that same thought when the line was said in the show, because she wasn't pruned. That's been their goal, is to prune her. Like she was taken. I think that was just maybe an error in the writing.
I kind of agree. Silky is canon, bitches. That kiss scene truly broke my heart. You could hear in Loki's trembling voice how much he just wanted to tell her he loves her and cares for her and just didn't want to fight her. Also, why aren't we seeing this the same way? Isn't that literally a breakup kind of quote? Sad crying face. Wow, Silky.
That might be the line that made me think of her not being a Loki variant.
No,
I can't remember the
but
line,
but I love Loki's response. He said, because you can't trust and I can't be trusted. I thought it was a beautiful, like, they're still both Lokis. They're just very different Lokis. And I thought that was a really cool quip back.
Well, and then she also says, but I'm not you. After he says, I just want you to be okay. She says, I'm not you.
I love
and then
it.
pushes him through the door.
Good writing. Just really good writing, though. Like when she says, "I'm not you," because I may be Loki. I take that as we may both be Loki, but we're not the same person. And I love that. I think it's just really great storytelling. I really do.
I had a thought on the way to work today, or way home from work today, about
Congratulations.
That's a first.
I wonder if this will traject Loki to become evil again. Because the one thing he finally had that he felt like he could trust and love betrayed him. So he's probably going to be like, what's the point?
I think he's desperate. He, like, anytime we've seen Loki desperate, his real true side comes out. And I think he's, like, we saw it at the end of the TV, or at the end of the episode when he was with the TVA. I don't think he's going to go back to straight up evil. I think he's going to be desperate to make things right. And it's going to, yes, his little evil quirks are going to come in here and there, but I think he's mostly going to be a man looking for redemption and a desperate man looking for a resolution. So,
okay, Sprocket, good point. She pushes him through the door and saves his life because she does care about him.
Ooh, God, I love having a chat.
Yeah.
How does that save his life, though?
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. Well, but maybe the branching the timelines caused some sort of explosion. We don't know.
Right.
An explosion.
I don't.
But he even
back
says,
up your words, Emmy.
Jonathan Majors, though, even goes like when Kang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't think that's false, Emmy, is my point. Yeah.
I meant to bring this up in the podcast yesterday, and I completely forgot, and I was pissed off that I forgot.
No worries, man.
Some theorize that when Wanda hears her kids in the post-credit scene of WandaVision is when this multiverse branches and it opens up and she can hear her kids.
God, that's awesome.
Whoa!
That is awesome. God, I love Marvel.
They're at the end of time. It doesn't work like we think linear, you know?
I love Marvel. Love Marvel.
Who's Lanier? I don't know her.
Linear? How do you say it?
Linear. I'm sorry. That was kind of mean of me.
I love Marvel.
It's okay.
I love Marvel so much.
But that was a theory, and I'm like, that is a good theory. And the thunder
and the lightning. Oh, I did it that time.
Lightning and the thunder.
But you hear it in the background too when Wanda and
when she's doing
Agatha
the
are fighting. When Agatha realizes and says, "What have you done?" You hear thunder in the background, and when Wanda's like creeped over and like old looking, and then Agatha's looking at her hands when she tries to blast her, get all of her power, and she goes, "What have you done?" You hear thunder, and you also hear thunder in the background here when it starts branching.
Okay. All right.
Good stuff. All right, guys, we're going to switch to Steve. Steve said, Black Widow was a good quality action movie. Will it make my top 10? No, maybe not even top 20, but it was a well-made, well-acted piece of cinematography, but 10 years too late. It was good, but felt out of place. Needed to be in the Infinity Saga. I think we said that, and I
think that Pearl, oh, sorry.
No.
I interrupted.
No, it's all good. It needed to be earlier. I completely agree.
Perlmutter, whatever his name is, like, dude, I'm glad you're former CEO and not current, because blah.
Yep, I agree. Keith, hey, it's Keith. His first audio contribution to our show. He said, hashtag multiverse of madness Loki theory. So Keith, we're about to hear from you, man. Cannot wait. So you guys are about to hear from our listener, Keith, who's also in the chat right now.
I have this theory that Loki is afraid of falling. So we see Loki falling a lot. We know he doesn't like it. I think it has something to do with the fact that he fell off the Rainbow Bridge way back in Thor 1, and he was probably falling forever, seemingly. He can't die in space, he's a god, and he would have nothing to land on for some time, I imagine. I can just imagine Doctor Strange lifting his sling ring and starting to move his hand around in a circle, and Loki just going like, no! I guess what I'm saying is I'm just excited to see what Doctor Strange has in store for him next,
You can't see him, but he actually had a coffee he was drinking, and he went and threw it on the ground for another at the end there. It's those touches, Keith, that just set you apart.
Oh yeah,
man.
same.
Set you
I love
apart.
Keith's videos.
Yeah,
too.
that is really, really wonderful. Guys, that's a really interesting take on Loki's fears and him falling. I love that.
Science wise though, there's no gravity in space either, so there wouldn't be anything pulling him down. It would be Newton's third law.
Science fiction, science fiction. We're in fiction.
Newton's third law that an object in motion will
Newton's
continue.
second law can suck these nuts because it's fiction.
Third law. At least get it right.
15th law can suck these nuts because we're in fiction.
All right. Well, I do think that's a really good theory though, because he falls a lot metaphorically, and
I love Vinyl Cherry. I'm a Keith stan first and a human second. We have Keith stans in our chat, and rightfully so. Keith deserves every bit of stans he gets. All right. He also has another video, guys. Thoughts 5 minutes after watching the finale. So I'm excited to listen to this one. This is Keith with his thoughts on Loki 5 minutes after watching the finale. Let's hear from Keith right now.
How does Marvel do it? How do they do it? Not only do they cast incredibly well, but also just hearing that Tom Hiddleston enjoyed episodes 4 and 5 the most left everybody, or at least myself, not expecting the world out of this one.
Yes,
good point.
Honestly, I've honestly loved every finale that the TV shows have produced. Wanda saying goodbye to Vision in that moment. Sam's speech when he's wearing the Captain Falcon punch. Their finales have been great. This is the best one though, because it felt like they went from a Marvel TV show to a Marvel film. It felt like a transition happened without us even realizing it. And Jonathan Majors' performance was so fucking good. We haven't even seen the bad version of him yet. He didn't
I have to pause him. We're on the Avengers podcast, sir. Fuck.
even say the word Kang. This was a fantastic finale, and the whole time I was thinking, oh, Clinton must love this because they are not walking for once.
And he was right about everything, which he's letting us know.
Yes.
Oh no, was I right?
Yeah. Here we go again. Here we go.
That's a good point, Keith. They were sitting the whole time this time, which they did walk to the castle, but it wasn't just them filming them walking, talking. That was in episode 3.
It was, yeah. I think that you hit the nail on the head, Keith, that it moved from a TV show to that finale seemed like a movie. It felt like a movie. I
agree. It really, and that's the quality we're seeing as well. Like, I completely agree with you.
I think part of that too, though, was Jonathan Majors, like, knocking his role out of the park. His introduction was just amazing.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss all damn day. Good stuff. We love hearing from you, Keith. We might even hear from you a little bit later. I don't know how many videos were sent in, but I'm looking forward to hearing from it. And I know we have a couple, so I'm excited. MJ, this says part 2. Sorry, I'm reading it out of order, but that's the way Twitter works because it's stupid. But MJ said, the beginning with Nelson Mandela, Greta Thunberg, Sylvie, Vision, Maya Angelou, etc. might have been the coolest opening ever. Now my thoughts on Kang. Well, He Who Remains. Jonathan Majors was just absolutely amazing, and I love how great of a threat he poses to, and it's dotting, but it wasn't a reply, so I can't read it. Where are you, MJ? Let me see if I can keep going. I can't find you, MJ. Sorry. If you reply directly to your comment, though, it will show up right underneath it, and I can do that.
Maybe we should change the place we do Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Twitter scatters everything.
I know. Oh, it says everyone. He's possibly even scarier than Thanos because there are infinite evil versions of him. So even if you kill one, you might get another. Last quick Loki thoughts. Even though the kiss kind of seemed like a distraction, still ew. And Loki was legitimate, so sweet and caring. Love it. I love it. Good stuff.
Still ooh, but I liked it.
Still ooh, but at least he gave a shit. So
yeah,
I love it though. It's good stuff, MJ.
It's still a little bit rushed for a romance for me, but
We don't know. I mean, we've watched it for 6
Yeah.
weeks. We technically don't know.
Time doesn't
Well, they say it in this show that it doesn't work the same way. So you can't use that weak ass argument, Emmy.
Oh,
I'm not the one who usually uses it. I say it like that because I'm mocking Brandon.
You're on the contraire of it, though. You're on the other side of it.
exactly.
Did I say contraire right?
I don't think
You're going to check me on that?
I don't think that that's an actual English word.
Au contraire.
It has, I mean, that's origins of French, I would assume.
Okay. So it's a word. Great. You quote German and all kinds of stuff on here, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, poorly.
Oh, that's still the ka-chow in German is one of my favorite moments ever on our podcast. I just want to let that be known. So we get Vincent Moore says the best series on Disney Plus opens up the multiverse so much. Jonathan Majors was really good on Lovecraft Country. We talked about that. Good stuff, Vincent. Yeah. Awesome. Smash Trivia John is back and says Boink, Bond, and Butcher, Ladies of Asgard. All right. Ladies of Asgard edition. Sylvie, Lady Sif, Frigga. Ooh, okay.
I heard Frigga's a freak.
I love how you said that with such conviction. I heard Frigga's a freak. God, I love you. That was so funny. The freaky Frigga, here we go. So yeah, I'm going to I guess I'll go first. Straight white male. I'm gonna say what I think. You got it. Okay, so I'm gonna say Boink Sylvie. I'm gonna say Bond Lady Sif, because she's like strong and very honest, and I don't know, and Frigga Butcher. I'm sorry,
she already did. It's cool.
Exactly. Am I really making a difference? So guys, Boink Sylvie because and Bond Lady Sif because she just seems like a perfect partner. She's strong, she's independent, she's beautiful, she's everything you would want in a partner, and
she's a strong, angry white woman.
Yeah, exactly. And Frigga. She's already dead, so why does it matter, bro? So, guys.
I'll go second.
Yeah.
I'm going to Boink Sylvie.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bond, not Sylvie, Sif, Lady Sif.
I can get that too.
I'm going to Boink Lady Sif. I'm going to Bond with Frigga, and I'm going to kill or butcher
Get out of
Sylvie.
my life. Get out of my life. Sylvie doesn't deserve to die.
You have clamored for Lady Loki, and now you're going to kill her off?
Because she doesn't have long black hair.
Well, you can't trust her to marry, first of all.
That's why I didn't marry her. That's why I didn't marry her.
We saw that firsthand with Loki.
That's why I didn't marry her, but I boinked her.
Yeah, but Sif's... no, I'm not going to say that.
What? Say it.
It's so misogynist sounding.
Oh, never mind. Don't say it.
I was going to say Sif's boinkable. That's terrible to say.
Oh! Keith says, Brandon, how dare you butcher Rene Russo? Okay, come on. Have you seen Sylvie and Lady Sif? Come on, Keith. Give me a little credit, bud.
Frigga, I'm going to bond with because she knows how to take care of a family.
Yeah, she also dies when a dark elf...
I'm sorry, do you want a family?
Yeah, I was about to say, and when a dark elf shows up, she's just going to straight
Listen,
get
if
killed.
I'm in Asgard, of course I want a family.
Get out of here, Clayton. Get out of here. Emmy, what's your what's your picks?
I agree with Brandon.
Oh, we got a twofer.
And the reason behind that is because I am blonde and Lady Loki is blonde, Sylvia is blonde, and so
Boink all day.
I would be attracted to me
yourself.
Yeah.
Very Loki of you.
Oh.
I like if I was into the female persuasion. Yeah.
I love this.
I would want somebody who looked exactly like me, and Lady Loki does.
Pit and Logler said in the chat, I would boink and bond with Frigga and kill the other two. I love it. I just kill the other two.
Sprocket just said Sif is blonde in mythology, and you are correct because we talked about the hair cutting and it being spun from gold.
Ooh, yes, we did talk about that.
As
actually.
is my hair, spun from gold.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. S-Tech said, okay, so
Hey.
a few thoughts and predictions about whatever I just watched. First off, I would like to say, I told you so to anyone who doubted the Loki-Sylvie romance. From start, I was on board, and I'm so happy Marvel made it official with a kiss. It was sort of a backstab on Sylvie's part, but I'll take what I can get. Speculation. At first, I felt like Sylvie was now the villain because I really felt that they should have just left He Who Remains in control, but that's not very exciting for the climax of a show, I suppose. I was definitely siding with Loki on this one. Your review changed my mind, though, and I see how she had to finish what she started, and I respect that from her. But poor rejected Loki just trying to live happy with her. If this turned into a WandaVision sort of thing, trying to create a reality that can live in it together, that would have been very ironic. So, this is a lot, but I also have a first thought. Who created He Who Remains? This may be unsolvable if he created himself, but he claims to be immortal, so is there still another person in this hierarchy of timekeepers and creators? By the way, is it contradictory to the comics, which I have never read, but I immediately thought that it would be season 2 when Loki and Renslayer start looking for Sylvie through the multiverse to undo the chaos, since that seems what our Loki wanted. Or everything could play out exactly how He Who Remains said, and he ends up back in control, and the Lokis face him again with a second change. I don't know. Broke my heart to see Mobius not know Loki. It is the worst nightmare to make a friend, just to lose them like he did with Sylvie. I love the pod, and props to you if you were able to get this far into my rant. So we were able to get that far into your rant, S-Tech. I want to get on the Jonathan Majors kick, like who created him. He was a scientist in the 31st century. I think he was a super smart guy who basically...
So he was just born of people.
Exactly. I think he wrote his own destiny through his intelligence and kind of changed the way the TVA and time worked, which was really cool.
Which is why I relate to him a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Did they also mentioned? Oh, now you guys are leaving me by myself to my own.
You got it. You got this.
Okay. Well, I had a question, and now nobody's going to be here to answer.
You've got the chat.
Lean
into it.
Did they also bring up Loki and Renslayer working together?
Yes.
I don't think I see that.
No, and I think by the time we get the second season, will have changed, and they're gonna continue on from where we're at.
Because the second season has to be like a year from now, right? Or longer?
Well, longer probably. People estimate it's gonna be January of 2023.
2023?
Which is February is when Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania comes out. So it's a month before Quantumania.
Oh, but we're getting a season 2 of this before Quantumania?
That's the rumor.
Huh. I need for Disney to have another one of those investor days where they
announce the timelines.
Announce a whole bunch more stuff because I need more.
Fair. That's fair.
I need more. Buddha Baby said that you're here for me, and I appreciate that.
Keith called me Clinton the Conqueror, so
I mean,
y'all better get on board. The sooner the better for your sake.
You seem to have conquered that camera. Know where the off button is.
And this mic, as many times as I mute it.
I wouldn't say you conquered that. That one's still that one's up in the air.
All right, guys.
And Brandon loves Iron Man too.
I love Iron Man too. It's my favorite. So Bobby said, He Who Remains was eating an apple to keep the Doctor Strange away. I love it. That's a really good little quippy thought, Bobby. Thank you. Dr. Robin Atchison says, I wasn't a fan of the kiss, but it did remind me of Natasha Bruce's kiss in Ultron when when she pushes him because she needs Hulk. I'm still not sure if Sylvie had a romantic feeling for Loki, but she's probably perceptive enough to realize his feelings for her and exploit them. So we think Sylvie was using Loki? Is that what she's saying? I don't know. I don't think it was.
No,
I don't think so.
The last episode with them talking, It's too genuine.
Mhm.
It's too there's no way she was just using him, in
Mhm.
my opinion.
Right.
I think that maybe she was trying to, like, maybe she didn't know what was going to happen after she killed him, or if he was going to fight back, he being he who remains.
Mhm.
And so maybe it was like I'm trying to keep you safe.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we're about to hear from Keith again. Final finale thoughts 22 hours after watching Loki. And a question for you guys. All right, Keith, we love hearing from you. Here is Keith's final thoughts on the Loki finale.
I mean, I'm about to start calling him Brokey. I've watched it multiple times, and it just gets better. What a truly poetic storytelling moment to watch our Loki suffer betrayal. Someone who he clearly loves. A lot of us were obsessing over the bit of both line, but after that line, he says,
But nothing ever...
Real. Oh.
It is a betrayal. I don't think it was far premeditated. I think she was going to do whatever she had to do.
Oh.
I don't think that if he saw her again, he wouldn't be able to forgive her. But to go in for the kiss when she knows full well that his feelings for her are complicated, and they have been the last couple episodes. He doesn't know how to express himself romantically at all. He's not sure what kind of feelings he has for her, but he knows that they're strong. And she exploited it. His whole thing has been betrayal. And to have that be the sucker punch at the end of the season was brilliant. Was that the push over the edge into good guydom that he needed? To be betrayed just the same way that he betrays others? Or do you think he's likely to do it again? People have tricked him before, but nothing that left him looking like this.
He shows Loki's final moments. Thank you, Avengers, is what he put at the very end there in a title screen. Keith, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Keith's starting to sway me, guys. Holy crap.
Okay, so Buddha Baby is 100% on board. Like, this is...
See, Keith gets it. Thank you, Keith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here's my question then. Does she go in for the kiss, or does Loki? And I did not...
I thought she pulled him to her. I thought she was like, kind of like pulled him to her and they kissed. That's how my opinion, and that's how I've only seen it twice, once to watch it and once to take notes, so don't take my word for it, guys. If you guys can put it in the chat and let me know, but I swear I thought she just pulled him towards her and they kissed.
I really hate I missed this section.
Yeah. This was really really well done. But Keith basically laying out that it was a betrayal the whole time by Sylvie, not genuine emotions. She was using Loki, and she was only motivated by one thing, and getting revenge. And Keith,
why did she prune herself?
She definitely was just more determined to finish her mission. That's what it felt like. Why did she prune herself? Clinton. Ooh, here's Clinton. That's why I love Clinton. Clinton with the retort.
Yeah, okay.
Because she was trying to get back with Loki. She didn't know the void existed when she pruned herself, did she?
No, she didn't.
No.
Oh.
No, and the only reason to prune yourself would be but maybe oh God, now I'm playing Mephisto's advocate.
Go
and
for
it. She could have killed Loki in the supermarket if she wanted to.
Right.
But she would have, maybe she was already, oh my God, words, man. Okay, hold on. Maybe she knew that it was going to take two Lokis to take down whatever was at the end of this, aka Eliath.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think that she could have done that on her own.
But did she know there was going to be another Loki come in this way? I mean, I bet she didn't expect another Loki to be working with a TVA. Keith said, I more meant that she never expected him to change his mind last minute. I think her feelings for Loki are real, but she prioritized the last minute. I agree with that. I feel like when they were in the chamber, she was gung-ho, we're doing this, and she thought he would be too. So she was like, I've got to get him out of the way now because my mission is, it's priority. I've got to end this.
Yeah, and fair points. Did she know Eliath existed? Yeah.
Oh, this is really,
Okay. All right.
This is insanely deep.
Season
This is why I love the
2
fandom.
now.
That's why I love the fandom.
And
I
this
love the speculation.
I was about to say, and I
much.
love that we record with them now because we never got to hear this other side, and I think it's brilliant. So, good stuff, guys. I mean, you guys have
We just finished season 1 of Loki. And in true Loki fashion, I went to smash a cup on the ground and say another.
I agree. Keith, we love you, man. Keep them coming. You can follow him on Twitter at FilmCritter with a K. Can't plug that guy enough. Good stuff. MJ, as for Black Widow, I loved it. I was hooked every second, and it might not be my favorite, but it was a damn good movie. Yelena was hilarious and has easily become one of my favorite characters. Preach, MJ, preach. The fights were so well choreographed, and going to a theater to watch a Marvel movie for the first time was great. This was your first Marvel movie. I think she told us that too. Oh, I just love that people get to experience Marvel Studios in a cinema. And forgive me for saying that, but starting to, some places in the world can, and especially for your first one, Black Widow is a damn good one to start with.
That's one of the teacher friends that I was talking about that's starting a rewatch of the MCU right now.
Mm-hmm.
She went and saw Black Widow with her brother and was like, oh damn, this is actually good. And now she's at Thor, I think. And I was like, I am so excited for you to be like that person who's like being introduced to the MCU for the first time. Like you have no idea what's coming. Like you're just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Like it's
awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
MJ, my biggest praise with Black Widow was the choreography and the fight scenes. I loved it a lot too.
That's
good. It was
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. And MJ also said, in my opinion, this was the best finale, according to Loki. There was a lot of talking, but it really worked. The amount of times I yelled or screamed at a reveal or jump scare was more than any episode, and that made it the best. I love it. Good stuff. So we see Steve said, MCU has always been something for myself and my son to enjoy together. I found myself spending longer explaining episode 6 to him than we actually spent watching it. On a side note, if anyone here has children, watching the MCU with them has been a truly amazing experience. And for you guys who are not as old, wise, and humble as I guarantee that it will be a highlight of your life to watch the universe unfold through their eyes and hearts.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't have children, but I just imagining that, like, it would be so fun because it almost makes us children, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes us like fanboy and fangirl over it, and we turn into big kids. I can't imagine seeing it through a child's eyes. That has to be awesome, Steve. For real. That would be so cool.
Yeah. I mean, my own children, probably not in my future. That's fine. But yeah, talking about it with my kids at school. And then when I was on vacation, my niece, who is 8 or 9, should be a better aunt, know exactly what the age is of my niece. But anyway, we did like an impromptu, like we recorded like with my niece, and she got to like talk to Brandon Clinton, and like in her mind she's a podcast star now, even though that has not reached any of your ears. And we like I got a picture of like all the Avengers, and I was like, which one do you think looks the coolest? And she pointed at Captain Marvel, and I was like, yeah, she's really cool. Like it was just like such a heartwarming moment. Like, oh, like eventually she's gonna be, my niece is gonna be a nerd too.
It was tradition with my nephew. When he was younger, and I was really into this. This has been going since 2008. So I would go with my nephew to every movie. I would take him with me when he was a lot younger, but it was really cool. And talking about it with him then, and well, he's 17 now, so it's not as interesting, I guess, but it was a lot of fun seeing it through his eyes back in the day too.
Yeah. And Steve, that really hit home for me because this is really personal, and luckily no one from my real life really listens to this instead of maybe a couple of people, but I'm going to share it anyway. Probably get in trouble for this, but my fiance and I are getting married in November, and we definitely we are planning on starting a family shortly after. And just the fact that your comment there, and for you guys who are not as old, wise, and humble as I guarantee that will be a highlight of your life to watch the universe unfold through their eyes and hearts. I almost teared up reading that. And maybe there's going to be a little future podcaster, and he better have a deep voice like me, he or she, and it'd be a real wonderful treat. So I don't know, that really hit home, Steve. Thank you for the beautiful words. So Jordan,
Brandon,
what?
Brandon,
We're not pregnant yet.
You're just gonna. I know, but you're just gonna gloss over that because I thought it was still kind of up in the air.
No, it's not up in the air.
Day to day.
It's not up in the air. We're definitely going for it. So, anyway, so Jordan.
Oh my God!
So.
I've always wanted to not be that person.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally that person right now. Oh.
We're gonna have hopefully a little tiny one soon. But Black Widow. This is Jordan. Jordan, the first ever patron of the Avengers podcast Patreon, said Black Widow. Florence Pugh stole the show playing Yelena. The movie and especially the end credit scene made me actually kind of care about Black Widow. Loki, the final episode was the best episode, and I'm so glad they showed Kang and we didn't get Ralph boned again. I love it. Oh, that's brilliant, Jordan. Florence Pugh stole the show. Does anyone disagree that Florence Pugh didn't steal Black Widow? Can we just get that over with now?
I mean, that was amazing. I hate how you're trying to gloss over this because I have a tear in my eye and
Florence Pugh, Amy.
Yeah, Florence Pugh. That's great. Little baby Hawkeye was on Instagram, the stories today, doing a little alien dance inside of his mom's belly. You guys.
Elisa, thank you for now being an Avenger. That is awesome. Clinton, what's your thoughts? Florence Pugh, did she steal the show for you?
Clinton is muted and has been for
Son
a
of a
minute.
Bitch. So bad about it.
We should have let you go for quite a while.
I will not say she stole the show for me. She was a highlight, yes, but I don't think she stole the show. I think it was for me. It was fresh, and it was nice having another person with Widow that she was family with, quote unquote family. She didn't steal the show for me, but yeah, she was a huge highlight for me. And Jordan, I agree. I'm usually not one to say this, but I did not want to get boned again, you know?
Oh, Jordan, you're amazing. Thank you so much for reaching out, man. MJ said, in my opinion, this was the best finale. I've already read this one, I think. There was a lot of talking. Yeah. Made it the best. I think I've already read this one. It was the best finale. The amount of times I yelled, yep, we read this one. Okay, sorry. Nader, first of all, I want to thank again you three for your time and effort. I've loved this MCU week and been laughing with the content and your reviews. Thank you, Avengers host. It was the hashtag. Thank you, Avengers host. Oh, on animal variants with you three, Emmy is an owl because she's smart and elegant. Brandon is a koala. He is peaceful and friendly. And Clinton is a goat. Wink. And Clinton responded to him with a my God gif. Nader also says, on Loki, do you guys think that the Yellow Jacket head on the Void is a teaser of Yellow Jacket in Quantum Mania now that its return is confirmed? Now that its return is confirmed. Is the Void connected to the Quantum Realm, confirming that the TVA is there, or is it another multiverse? Can we take some time to listen to Clinton enlighten us about He Who Remains in the comics? Was it a Kang thing or separate characters? Can't really remember myself. What other things are different in the MCU, the Citadel, the many variants of Kang, speculation on Eternals and why they are not there during Infinity Saga? Are they from another multiverse? I can't believe I'm using multiverse as canon now. Also, can we appreciate Jonathan Majors acting in the last episode? What an introduction. Don't get me wrong, Josh Brolin hit it out of the park as Thanos, especially in Infinity War. How to best that, but Jonathan Majors really sold that first sales pitch outstandingly. Kang may, just may, hashtag logically outlogic the situation. I mean, it was only fair a Loki introduced us to Thanos and a Loki introduced us to Kang. Black Widow, can we finish the dead subjects ratio to know how many died in Dreykov's hands to get the Widow class of the movie? So anyway, a lot of stuff, Nader.
A lot of stuff.
First off, the animals, I can't really disagree. I think Clinton is definitely the greatest of all time. Emmy is very smart and elegant, and for the most part, I am definitely koala. I'm slow, very slow. So
Koalas they're scary. They're slow and angry.
that's me. I think koala as
and
slow.
have chlamydia.
Brandon, slow, angry, and has chlamydia. Emmy, owl, because she stays up all night and never sleeps because of nightmares.
And says who a lot because she don't know who they are in the comments.
And she's not listening to she's not listening to your comments. And so she's like, who said that? What? Can we repeat that?
Who?
ADHD. And Clinton's a goat because he just goes and eats grass all the time.
The goat.
He eats anything.
Yeah, he really does. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Gosh, Loki.
Did you go over the question? That
Yes. He asked several. The Yellow Jacket ahead in the void. Is it a teaser for Yellow Jacket in Quantumania? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think maybe it's just like a collection that he got from another universe.
I think it's a wink. And I like that.
A wink, yeah. Not going to be a plot point.
And it says, Clinton, can we take some time for Clinton to enlighten us about He Who Remains? Clinton, you kind of did that in the podcast.
I did that.
I think Jack, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And speculation on the Eternals and why they were not there during the Infinity Saga. Did they come from another multiverse?
We talked about that.
I think
they had like memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
They all had amnesia, like on General Hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly right.
That's a big theory that they somehow, because in the comics that happens to them.
Right.
One of them wipes them. I can't get their names, but one of them wipes the memories of everyone. So I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah. And Nader also said, can we, for Black Widow, can we finish the dead subjects ratio to know how many died in Dreykov's hands to get the Widow class?
I still have to do the math on
we
that.
have to do the math, but good stuff, Nader. Nader, the best hashtag guy in the business.
That's my homework for the week is I'll do the math on that.
Yep. Haley, great to hear from you, Haley. She said, as much as I loved WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki is definitely my favorite. In the Eternals trailer, it is one of them that says, throughout the years, we have never interfered until now. I wonder if the multiverse opening is what causes them to decide to interfere. Wow, perfect timing.
Perfect timing with the chat.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Love it, Haley. Good to hear from you. Jeremy McBride, one of our patrons, said, I feel like a broken record at this point, but this series just continues to get better and better. From the opening credits on, it was a crazy, fun, and emotional ride. I loved Kang / He Who Remains, but I got major Architect from Matrix Reloaded vibes from him. The scene afterwards where Mobius and B-15 are watching the multiverse open, as well as the despair on Loki's face, reminded me of Infinity War post-snap. I can't wait to see the ramification of this episode going forward in the MCU. I'm so ready for season 2. Jeremy, out of the park, son. God, I love that.
I want season 2 to open with Mobius on a jet ski.
Yes.
Oh, like a flashback? Like a flashback of him?
First thing,
no.
I don't care if it's a flashback or a flash forward of him like chasing Sylvie.
Now, in season 2, with a post-credit scene of him on a jet ski, and hopefully all is well at that point.
End it that way?
Yeah. Oh my God,
okay.
yes. Would you rather see a stamp of Loki is coming back for season 2, or Mobius on a jet ski in the middle of the ocean?
We're talking about season 2, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We got the stamp for season 1.
That's my point. Would you rather see it end in that crappy way, or the next one to be Mobius on a jet ski being super happy?
I want to see the second season open with him on a jet ski.
Yeah.
No,
that's going to hook people immediately.
Thank you, Clinton. Thank you.
I disagree.
And him going, ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-wow. Ka-wow.
Oh, I love it. Nader says Crocky starts season 2. Yes. Oh, I love it, Nader. Thank you. God.
Y'all, it's an alligator. It's not a crocodile.
It can still be called Crocky. His name.
For what? What does Crocky mean? What's it stand for?
It stands for a cool name for an alligator.
Crater.
Yeah, a crater Loki. God. Anyway, good stuff.
No, I would love just a scene of alligator Loki just growling for the first like 5 minutes of the episode.
Please.
And it being like the scrolling the Star Wars.
You know Kevin
like
Feige is
Star Wars.
You know Kevin Feige is allegedly in our DMs if that happens. You know it. Confirmed.
No, this is what needs to happen. It needs to open with Mobius on a jet ski, and then he swings through a swamp and picks up alligator Loki on his way, and he rides the jet ski with him.
You're coming with me.
Nader, I love you. He says Crocky sounds better. Agreed. All right, guys. So we are about
Croaky.
Both. They're both great.
Loki.
Anyway, so Keith, we're about to get to him, his Black Widow thoughts. Keith with another video. We love hearing from you. Keith, we can't wait to listen in. Here's his Black Widow thoughts, part 1.
Aloy Patriarchat. The action was fantastic. It made me want to watch Born Identity again. A lot of people online that might have negative reviews about this movie are men. And as a cisgender male, as ham-fisted as I feel like the girl power was in Captain Marvel, Black Widow did that much better. I'm starting to smell some feminist politics. A rich white guy who can mind control young women from childhood onward, taking him down, giving them agency. I mean, honestly, how can you complain about that? Fantastic performance by Florence Pugh. She stole the show, and this movie very much felt like a vehicle for her character.
Yes.
Saying, okay, well, Black Widow, all these death-defying moments that she has, you know she doesn't die here, she dies later. We're going to use this movie to introduce as Yelena, and she's awesome, and you're going to love her. And I did, so mission accomplished.
Well said. Black Widow thoughts, part 2 from Keith.
Keith said
I had to break this up into 2 videos. This is the first movie that I've joined you guys on, as opposed to TV episodes. A lot of people are upset about how the character of Taskmaster was treated and reduced to, you know, a laconic, mute character with very little depth. I honestly think that this version of Taskmaster has a lot of potential to be a more interesting character down the line. And obviously this movie is taking a lot of inspiration from James Bond. It even had a former Bond girl playing Taskmaster. But what was your guys' favorite action sequence, and what was your favorite Yelena moment?
What?
Get in.
Oh my gosh, it really was a Bond girl that played Taskmaster. What the hell, Keith? Blew my
Brandon,
mind.
you gotta warn us when you're gonna play them back to back.
Yeah, for real.
To comment on the first.
You know what? Sorry.
Well, and
you said part 1, and then you played it, and then jumped right into part 2, and we were like, oh, and then yeah.
I can play part 2 again.
Keith said the first part where he says it in Russian. It was Russian for "Down with the Patriarchy." Keith, man.
He's a man after your own heart. He is a man after your own heart. You don't know how many times like Emmy will just message us down with the patriarchy. We're not even recording.
Okay. I have to preface this with, I say that because it is almost funny to me that I know for a fact that will never happen. And so it's almost like a joke. Like, it's almost like I know that I like it, and also it's also a joke that like I want to be better than men. I'm not trying to be better. I just want to be equal. I am looking, like, feminists are looking for equality. And so "down with the patriarchy" is such a funny phrase to me that just means like we're just going to stomp on men. That it doesn't gel with my ideas, and so I will say that as a tee.
Mm-hmm. Sure. That's what you do to me when I say I'm just joking about being humble. You're like, yes. Sure.
Yep. Down with patriarchy.
I do love that when he talks about Florence Pugh, it's kind of a launching pad for Florence Pugh. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And yeah, we knew the dangers of the movie and how it really didn't apply to Black Widow. So really good point. But also it built this future star in Florence Pugh, this future star in Yelena. And like I said, I think a couple of you now have said that it's one of your favorite characters. I am with you. Yelena is one of my favorites. Yes, I still think it served Black Widow and Scarlett Johansson in an amazing way. but I really think it built a future star in Florence Pugh. And if you've seen some of the behind the scenes photos and videos of Florence Pugh, she's having a blast. She's laughing. She seems like a cut up. She seems like just a wonderful person to be around. She could be on this show probably because she just seems like that kind of person. I don't know. I am so here for Yelena, and I'm so here for how they built who she is and where she's going to go, and also paying homage to Black Widow without, this being like obviously how she dies. We see that. It's just great. It's great storytelling.
My only frustration with her being the highlight, I guess, and it being a launching pad for her is that there should have been a Black Widow movie a long time ago.
Oh, I agree with that.
Okay. And then they come out with it way too far away. And it's a prequel to after she dies. And then also now in the movie, she's not the star. It's Yelena.
I don't.
No, I'm not saying you did, but everyone is just, I get it. Like Marvel did that on purpose. They want Yelena to be a highlight I'm not shitting on people liking her being a like standout, but I'm saying as a studio for me, it's like almost like, oh, you shit on her again.
I don't think they're shitting on her by creating stars in the same movie. I honestly hear me out.
She should have had her own standalone movie way back when.
I agree with that. I never disagreed with that. But my whole point is, I don't think by creating stars you're shitting on existing stars. I think you're
absolutely not.
I think you're also you're paying homage to the past while paving the future. I think you can do both. I don't think it has to be shitting on something.
But I don't know that they paid homage to her past. Maybe is my problem.
When I say paid homage to her past is that she died in in Endgame. And to me, that past was, it hit harder. You even said that, Clinton, that scene before, before Julie Louis Dreyfus showed up was really hitting you harder than it probably did
because I was seeing it through Elena's
exactly.
point of view.
And that to me, that's good storytelling. You're seeing it harder than you're seeing it hit harder than it's ever had. So I think you can have both. Why can't you have your cake and eat it too? I respectfully disagree.
I'm not saying you can't, but I don't think they landed that.
I think they did.
Right. And we disagree.
Yeah, that's why I said respectfully.
I don't think they did. For Black Widow's sake. It's a great movie, but I felt like there was a lot more happening besides Black Widow. There was co-star, like when you watch Iron Man, Iron Man's the hero. Like Iron Man is the guy. When you watch this movie, it's Yelena and Natasha and Alexei and Melina. Like it's not Natasha. Does that make sense?
It does, but I think it all worked.
I think it would have worked if they would have done it earlier. I don't think I already said it.
No, I had a damn point and I forgot it because you guys were arguing.
We're not arguing. We're just disagreeing.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brandon.
I forgot what my point was.
Here's two for you. So, we'll keep going. Keith, thank you so much for continuing to send us all good things.
Sorry, Keith. I didn't want to sound like I was shitting on what you said.
Oh, it totally was.
It just made me think of that.
Can you make hashtag Clinton shit on Keith and everything he says?
I would never.
So Joey is
the
audacity. So Joey said, I can't give any thoughts on Black Widow as I won't be seeing it until next week. As for Loki, that was a really great finale in my opinion. I haven't been able to listen to the podcast yet, so I hope I'm not repeating anything. So this variant, if Loki is a combination of two characters in the comics, the one who remains, or is the last TVA agent alive at the end of the time who goes back in time to create the TVA, yes, it's a chicken versus the egg paradox. And Immortus, the goddess variant of Kang, and where the comic accurate costume comes from. By introducing a Kang for which we grow to like with his quirks and personality, I think this will help create some weird feelings for when we are introduced to Kang the Conqueror. I love Jonathan Majors in this and so look forward to seeing him again. As for Sylvie, I understand her action was completely in character for her to not trust Loki, just like it was completely in character for Star-Lord to react emotionally to Gamora's death, but I can't help but think she is just as nearsighted and stupid as him for her actions. You can see the timeline falling apart as they fight, and Kang was offering them both a way to make the TVA a better entity. Yet she chose petty revenge. I think you could see she regretted it immediately afterwards. Shows how much, just like in Big Hero 6, how destructive all-out revenge is. Only this time, Sylvie didn't have friends like Hero did to pull her out of her decisions after the fact. Sorry for rambling on, but I had a lot to say. Hope this gives you guys a few things to discuss. Oh, and Captain America is a Tigers fan, so everyone else can suck it. Joey, love it, man. This was really, really good stuff, guys. Anyone want to start?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I disagree here because I think it's deeper than just revenge for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like completing the mission.
Yeah, I said that a lot. She's going to go through the mission, but you have to understand where she is coming from. Like I talked about in the last episode, you have to understand her viewpoint and how she has been treated her entire life. And I think her regret and crying over Kang after she killed him wasn't so much for killing Kang. It was so much for what she had to do to Loki to kill Kang.
Right.
Well, and the fact that now it's over. Like, what now? What?
Yeah. But she had
now?
just pushed Loki through the door. So I felt like she had a lot of emotion happening, and she thought, I've got to finish this, because at the end of the day, she's looking out for her.
Right.
With her life. And like we talked about earlier, she thought Loki would go along with her on this. So she's probably hurt by that. She's probably hurt by what she had to do to Loki. She didn't kill him. She could have. She didn't. She pushed him through the door, and then she killed Kang. So I don't know. I don't think it was just revenge. I think it was a lifetime of running and hurt that motivated her and what she had to go through. That's my take.
Well said.
I agree with that, honestly.
I do too.
Yeah, it wasn't like a screw you Loki kind of thing.
No, I completely agree with Clinton. Good stuff. So we see the boss. So now we have a timeline where Renslayer is going to look for free will, but another where Renslayer is met with Hunter B-15 in her office in school, not really realizing she's a variant. Loki in the timeline where Mobius doesn't know him. I absolutely love the exposition in the room between the three characters. I love those types of scenes. Hence, I loved episode 2. Clinton, that's what I got with the apple. Loki and Sylvie as Adam and Eve. He who shall remain as a temptation image and all, aka biblical. Do you guys think this is what he who shall remain wanted? He wanted the timelines to split. He was just goading Loki's to do it.
That's an interesting perspective.
I really like
that.
that.
I guess I haven't really thought about.
I love
because Adam begot Eve, or how do they say it in the Bible?
No, but God is when they had children.
Oh, so
Eve tempted Adam.
Eve. Well, yeah, but no, when the creation, it's like they took a rib from Adam and made Eve.
Yeah.
And so that would be a variant.
Right.
Whoa. The Bible is canon to the MCU.
This is getting insane. This is getting insane. Oh man, boss, good stuff. Good stuff. Also, he also hashtagged humble Clinton, hashtag humble jump. So good stuff, boss. Appreciate you.
So on the
Live
chat,
it up to your name.
On the chat, Vinyl Cherry, which is who on Twitter?
That's M.
Yeah. Said, hey, no one has mentioned the scenes that were in the trailer that weren't in the show. Loki on the throne in the new suits.
We talked about
gold.
that. We talked
about that on our finale episode on the podcast.
M, we know you're not a listener. We just confirmed it.
Come on, M.
Come on, M. We're calling.
You're not calling people out. Shit.
We are calling you out.
We're just kidding.
Just kidding, M. We're giving you shit.
No, I think they cut it because I think it was supposed to be where Miss Minutes is telling what happened when they enter the castle.
Yep.
And offering them like a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was probably supposed to be there, maybe as like a montage, and she's talking, because exactly what she says is exactly what those trailers show.
Right.
I think maybe they cut it for time or the tone, and really wanted to show more of Jonathan Majors, but it was cut for some reason. But Miss Minutes explains exactly what's in that trailer, in that scene.
Good stuff, guys. Cameron said, I appreciate that Loki didn't want to end it in a traditional CGI battle, but all they did was tell us a bunch of stuff instead of showing us anything. Plus, there seems to be a couple of things set up in the first half of the show that never were touched on again. Maybe left for season 2? Overall, I still love the show as a whole, and I can't wait to see how this impacts the future of the MCU. But which jump scare freaked you out the more? Dead Vision or Miss Minutes? Oh, easy. Dead Vision. Dead Vision was the scare, and especially the look as well. Oh my gosh. I remember because I sat next to my fiance when she watched that episode of WandaVision and the Loki finale. And I don't do jump scares. I don't jump real easily when it comes to that stuff. She does. She did not jump at all to Miss Minutes, and she jumped like shit when it was Dead Vision on the screen. Dead Vision all day.
I jumped to both, but let me introduce a third jump scare, which was the explosion in Black Widow.
Dead Vision.
I think maybe because I was in a theater, I jumped because I had more space available to me. I jumped more with the Black Widow.
I'm gonna go with Dijon.
But Dijon was a
And we're not talking Dijon.
Dijon mustard, yes.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Do you remember those commercials?
Oh, they were so stupid.
At the red light.
Do you have any Grey Poupon? And they were like, it was so stupid. So stupid. Dude, we all quoted that in the 90s. Like, you weren't almost a human if you didn't quote that.
In the 90s. I must have learned that from my parents. I wasn't around in the 90s.
Yeah, you were around in the 40s.
Okay, this is gonna be a tangent.
Oh boy.
Can I tangent?
Sit around the fire, y'all. Here we go.
Tangent.
Yep.
All right. I discovered recently
Grey Poupon
that The Mole is on Netflix.
The Mole.
The Mole.
Amy,
did you not watch
Amy, the long pauses make a tangent 40 times longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you not watch The Mole as a person? As in the early 2000s?
No.
This was like the beginning of reality TV. This was, I think it was pre-Survivor, or right around when Survivor started. It was pre-Amazing Race. Y'all didn't watch The Mole?
No, the only mole I'm familiar with is from Austin Powers.
Mole.
It only had 2 seasons. It was hosted by Anderson Cooper. It was the best show of all time. It was like
that's probably why it had 2 seasons.
It was. I think that somebody it was either somebody was mentally scarred by this show or was so horrific. It's a great show. It's like so you've got 10 players, right? And they're all trying to win money except for one person who's the mole, and they're trying to lose the group money. And so everybody's trying to figure out who the mole is, and people get eliminated week after week.
Sounds wonderful, Amy.
Oh man, I'm just where can I find that right now, Amy? I'm gonna jump
Netflix.
off here.
You can find it on Netflix. And let me tell you, I've watched 8 episodes in 2 days.
Everyone,
you
can find it on. Silky as Cannon Bitches says, do we really want to unleash an uncontrollable devil to quote a trash movie, even if there's a 1% chance that he might be telling the truth? We must take it as an absolute certainty. Silky with a Batman v Superman reference. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. And yes, trash movie, totally. Do we really want to unleash an unquotable devil? Gosh, or excuse me, uncontrollable. I said unquotable. You can't quote this devil.
Well, you can't quote Mephisto because he didn't exist.
He didn't exist. That's fair. Yeah, but Silky, good stuff with a Batman v Superman reference. And second, yes, agreed. Do you really want to even chance it? No, you don't. No, you don't. Good stuff. Fernando says, "Oh my God, what the fuck? That finale was that finale was a satisfying end, but also torturous. Jonathan Majors' appearance was a huge surprise and seemed like a cool guy to hang with. He really did. I'm very invested in this character already because he's actually afraid of his variants, and we all know how dangerous he can be. Phase 4 has been great, and with this ending, it's only going to get crazier and epic. Multiverse of Madness and No Way Home are going to be iconic, and Kevin Feige so far has succeeded in the multiverse. What will season 2 be about, though? Will we see Sylvie take over the Citadel?"
Ooh.
Oh, well, that's a really good point. Who else is going to be there?
Will we? If
That's
if
a good
Sylvie
point.
if Sylvie takes over the Citadel, then Kang will come for her hard.
I'm sorry, he's coming with an erection.
Oh God, guys,
hardcore,
guys. No. We're gonna
parkour.
Fernando, I love you, but we're gonna have to change subjects because we're getting a little crazy on Twitch. Silky is canon, bitches. Also, thoughts on the What If trailer and the Deadpool Korg react video. I gotta say, I have not watched the What If trailer. I thought about doing a react video on our YouTube, but Clinton and Emmy both had already watched it, so they can suck my ass.
You said that after
They can suck my ass. So I haven't watched it. So Clinton, Emmy, thoughts on the What If trailer that I have not watched?
What if we watched it as a reaction video?
What if we didn't watch it before Brandon did? What if Brandon wasn't so slow at reading the news?
I will say on the What If trailer, now that we have this finale, it's going to make, I feel like, more sense because it's almost like we're zooming in on different branches of the timeline. And from what I understand, this is going to be canon to the MCU. So
yeah, so it's going to be all different timelines doing their timeline-y stuff. Just being all timeline-y and being like, this is what this timeline's doing. I'm very excited to see. Go ahead.
The worry I have with this is I don't want it to turn into like, well, I mean, Marvel has done such a good job about making it a cinematic universe and its continuity. And then now that we have the multiverse, are they going to have something over here and be like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's not canon, so we can't have those wink, wink, nudge, nudge because it's in a different universe. Like DC's been trying to do that, and it's kind of making it muddled. So I hope they can. I trust they will, that they'll handle it in a way that will still connect and reference. Like we were over, I don't know how they're going to handle it, but I don't want it to become like singular things that don't make sense with anything else, because I think that's part of the beauty of Marvel is the synchronicity and the timeline, like the continuity of the stories.
Something that I've heard recently that I was curious about was that Disney has decided that they're going to do more animated series other than just What If.
Why not? Why not? Like some of our fondest memories, like X-Men, the animated series, Spider-Man. Like I'm all here for it. Do some more animated stuff.
I wasn't around for that. I'm too young. But for them to kind of fill in some gaps, like the 5 years during the blip, and like not have to pull in those like huge A-list actors to like actually film scenes, and like I mean,
yeah, no, I agree. So we we also Korg Deadpool, wonderful. This is his first introduction in the MCU technically, and it was hilarious, hysterical. I know it was just a free guy promotion, but it was so damn good, and I'm so here for it and cannot wait to see more of Deadpool in the MCU.
Ryan Reynolds is a fucking genius.
He is a genius. Oh, he's such a damn genius. Jared Potter said, I was disappointed with Loki episode 6 for its lack of action, but I did love how it set up for the multiverse and Jonathan Majors' performance in this. I'm finding that it's the episodes of these shows that are my favorite ones. Black Widow thoughts in my comment. I definitely enjoyed Black Widow, but was disappointed that it didn't live up to the hype of its long overdue release. Florence Pugh was great, and Yelena's dry humor really gave her some personality, and her some serious moments made her more than just a comic relief. Theory and next reply. My theory is that Val is trying to form a Dark Avengers team based on the original 6. John Walker as Cap, Yelena as Natasha, etc. So this is getting me more hyped for Hawkeye show to see both Yelena and Val to show up and play their parts. Oh, Jared, I love the Dark Avengers theory.
And then, like, would Kate Bishop be Dark Hawkeye?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or is Hawkeye Dark
I think
Hawkeye because we all hate him?
Well, I think Kate Bishop's going to be in the Young Avengers, but no, I definitely think Val is putting together either the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers. That's a very good point.
But the Young Avengers are different than the Dark Avengers.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Burrito has commented many times. I'm really excited about this. Burrito has sent us 3 videos. I'm going to play one at a time because I didn't warn you guys last time and I feel like a jerk for it. So we're going to play Burrito through 3 parts. This is part 1 of his thoughts. So I'm excited to hear from Burrito for the first time. Burrito, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm probably not going to be able to join you for the live Twitch YouTube stream, so instead I've decided to leave you a little video. I was going to write down my thoughts on Twitter, but I figured I might as well leave a video so that you guys can play it and hear my thoughts, I guess. I'm doing you all the favor of editing it so that you don't have to hear all the pauses that I am going to make while I get my thoughts in order.
Burrito unedited. Make it a hashtag right now. We want Burrito unedited.
From my mind, out of my mouth, if that makes sense. I do want to say I have not listened to your guys' episode of the podcast yet, but I do want to put in my thoughts beforehand, you know, in hopes that Emmy and I are on the same telepathic brainwave again. First off, let's start with Silky. Silky is real.
Yes.
And I was honestly not expecting them to kiss, but now that they have, I'm looking forward to what season 2 holds for them. Like, honestly, I'm on board the train of Sylvie and Loki just being, you know, friends or whatever, family to each other. But since the writers are obviously going with this romance, I'm all for it as well, because I think it's cool to explore a narrative of 2 of the same being from 2 different universes falling in love with each other, because it's like obviously very science fiction, and I'm all for the idea of exploring things that are never gonna be possible in our realm of.
I love this. Okay, that was the end of part 1. I didn't end it early, but I really, really love that. And so a little bit of self-love, a very science fiction-y of why can't you? And I love that thought as well. Also, Nader with the best hashtags in the business, release the burrito cut. I just love that as well. But yeah, I think that's a really cool take, and I love that perception, Burrito. Why wouldn't you, why not explore that? It's very interesting. It's really, really cool.
And like, if you were in a relationship with yourself, you would know what you needed in order to function well and be your best self in that relationship.
It sure would.
It's an interesting thought. Yeah.
And it's an easy way to get away with it, being from different universes. So why not?
Exactly. Here's Burrito with part 2.
Now let's talk about King the Conqueror, well, he didn't even name himself. People are calling him Immortus. I am not a big comic reader, so I have no idea. I will have to Google all this later. I'm gonna call him Kang because even though he didn't give his name, he's obviously Kang the Conqueror. I want to talk about Miss Minutes, how she was telling Sylvie and Loki that there was a way that they could be reinserted into the timeline. Like, what was the reason? What was the reason for that? Because obviously Kang knew what was going to happen. He knew that they were going to say no. He knew that they were going to go on to talk to him. So what was even the point of that? Was it just to stall them? That didn't make sense to me. And I don't think it's ever going to be answered. So I want to hear your speculation on that. Then when Sylvie and Loki finally meet Kang and he's trying to convince them to run the TVA for him, he never mentions what he'll be doing. Like, you guys probably talked about this on the podcast, I don't know, but he never says what he'll do if Sylvie and Loki do take his deal and run the TVA. He never says what he's going to be doing.
That's a good point.
Obviously, he gives them two choices. Either they run the TVA or they kill him. But what happens if they do run the TVA? And if they kill him, can't they still run the TVA? So my thought here is, did Kang know that he was going to be killed anyway? What if Sylvie and Loki did take the deal and run the TVA? What would be of this Kang variant? What would he do? If he's not running the TVA, what?
That's the end of part 2, guys. There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, so I don't think he wanted them to know what he did. He did allude to that he was tired. Like, he would just, to me, it kind of sounded like he would retire.
That's that Clinton, my same exact thoughts. I was like, he's going to retire. He's going to go off.
Retire or peacefully just kind of like fall asleep forever.
Yeah. Same thing. He's just not going to be in that position.
Die.
Right.
As far as killing him and running the TVA, they don't know how to manage a sacred timeline. I feel like that's all in Kang's jurisdiction of power.
You learn as you go. Come on.
Oh yeah. You get thrown on the job. That's the best way to learn, right?
Right.
Trial by fire.
The Miss Minutes thing, it's kind of a mind screw because he did know it was going to happen, but just because you know it's going to happen doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's going to happen. You just know the outcome, even if you're offering them something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the timeline. That's how it's going to work. And that's his whole thing, is he can see that. So that part had to, it's a mind screw because they have an alternative, but you already know. It's kind of the concept of like, I won't get into it, but like religion and like omniscient and all these philosophical debates. There's a lot around this, but like, if you know, like
you're giving choices, even though
you know the choice that'll be made.
Yeah.
So that's a whole thing. But basically, he already knew, even though they have an option, it still don't take away that he knew the answer they would make.
Right.
It's hard to wrap your mind around.
Oh, this whole
it is for me anyway. It's
timeline in general. Yeah. Burrito has one more final part, and we will get to that right now. Here's Burrito's final part on his video series. I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Kang did say that once they killed him, the multiverse would open up and there would be all these Kang the Conqueror variants coming to create the multiversal war. My thought here is, what if for at least the rest of phase 4, every single villain for each of the movies is a different variant of Kang the Conqueror? I think that would be badass.
Yeah.
Good point.
Because one, it would solve the problem of Marvel always killing off their villains. Because they could still do that, but Kang would always come back as a different version of himself.
I love this.
And because he'd be different, like it wouldn't get tiring. You feel me? But I feel like that should only be reserved for phase 4, just because there's already going to be so many movies. After seeing like 10 versions of Kang the Conqueror or whatever, it will get tired. Yeah. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that idea. Would you like that? Would you like to see different versions of Kang the Conqueror in each of the next however many movies there are in Phase 4? Or do you think that's a stupid idea and you would hate that and I should shut up now?
No.
Another thing that I was reading in like Twitter comments was that Loki was going to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I didn't know about that, so I'm kind of excited about that. But because Doctor Strange is coming out next year, do we think that season 2 of Loki will be coming out before then or after the movie comes out? And do we think that whatever Loki does show up in Multiverse of Madness is going to be our Loki or a different Loki variant?
Our burrito. Good stuff, man. We want to hear from more of you. This was really, really good stuff.
Yeah, it was.
First thing, the Kang the Conqueror thing, I think after 2 or 3 movies, it's going to get old. Like, how many times can you see the same guy get defeated in a different way or potentially the same story?
There's all these different variants. Like, you guys have talked about, like, oh, there's, like,
Mortis
Egyptian.
and Nathaniel Richards.
Yeah.
I guess if they make it unique enough, if they make it unique enough, it could be great, but I still think it could be.
Don't have it at every movie.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say that second thought too is Loki's going to appear and it's going to be before season 2. Like, it's going to be kind of that middle ground. Season 2 is probably going to be Phase 5 or I don't see it being another coming out in a year or 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought y'all already said that season 2 is coming out before Multiverse of Madness.
Quantumania.
Okay.
And that's in 2023.
Okay, if you guys could just make the titles of the movies easier for me to remember, that would be fantastic.
I agree.
Hey, Kevin.
Just message him later, Emmy.
I love how you sounded like the mom from Home Alone.
Kevin!
Moira Rose.
Yeah. Like, Kevin Feige's just looking at a Christmas tree and Emmy walks up and is like, Kevin!
That was a question at trivia the other day, and I could not remember it. Christina remembered it. Who is the actress who plays her?
Oh, I don't know.
Catherine O'Hare.
Ah,
good job,
O'Hara.
But still way closer than I would have gotten.
Yeah. I was like, I couldn't think of anything other than Catherine Hahn. I was like, there's an H in it. I know there's an H in it, and we finally got it. No, Christina finally got it, and I was like, oh my God.
It was Agatha all along on YouTube. Hi, good to see you. Sorry.
I do think it's an interesting concept. They do have a villain now that they can play with them having different versions of this same person. How they'll explore that, I don't know, but I think it is a very smart move for Marvel. Mm-hmm. How do you top a Thanos type villain? You have a time traveling villain.
Mm-hmm.
You have a villain that can jump in and out of whatever he wants. And how do you defeat that villain? Maybe Secret Wars. I really want Secret Wars.
And Keith, Canadian National Treasure, Catherine O'Hara. Good stuff. Bobby said, do you think Wanda hearing her kids in that post-credit scene is a result of Loki's ending? The events happen simultaneously. We talked about that. That earlier. Good stuff, Bobby. You read our minds. Silky is canon, bitches. Yes, I think that the moment she... Oh, sorry, that was a reply. Yes, I think the moment she hears the voices. Yep, and we went over that as well. And we also see Silky is canon, bitches. Best MCU series. The finale had everything. Kang, Silky Kiss, Mobius. We'll get that jet ski next season. The Pin mystery solved. Miss Minute scare. There's more. Yeah, that's actually it. Sorry. But yeah, this was a great finale, and it had a Miss Minute scare. Could we ask for anything more?
I think most people are really satisfied because they got Jonathan Majors.
I am.
And I was in that camp. I was like, I think it's this person.
But you were on the fence. You were so on the fence.
Well, you had the Mephisto done.
No, I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy it was not that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It wasn't a Loki variant or a Mobius variant.
Exactly. Juliana says totally agree. The silky kiss blew me away. I loved it. I can't wait for the second season. Good stuff. Great stuff. Silky is Canon Bitches said, okay, I just listened to the podcast, and Clinton, amazing. I loved your justifications for Sylvie choosing to kill Kang, but I'm kind of with Emmy. I would take the control because, well, she's right that we might not be the best, but so good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I wish Amy was here for this, but
yeah,
Amy basically said that she would go with Loki because, hey, this is bad, but it's all about a perspective.
Oh,
Sylvie obviously's perspective is different than Loki's. From what
I thought she would go with Sylvie.
That.
I thought she was Sylvie. You were Loki.
No. No, I said I want chaos. She wants order.
Oh, that's what she's talking about. Okay, sorry, my apologies.
Right, yeah. you would go with Loki because of order. If you knew,
I would go with Loki because of order.
Yep, that was it.
The devil, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But guys,
but the Sagittarius in me wants to be crazy.
Make
it chaos.
The Mephisto in me.
Yep.
Wants to go with the Mephisto, I know. Oh, good old boner.
Good old boner. All right, guys. Avengers Assemble has come and passed. What an amazing show this has been. I am just blown away by the responses we've received, the patrons that have subscribed to us on Patreon. This has been just a wonderful series, a wonderful episode. I'm so fulfilled, and I just want to say thank you for all of you leaving a Twitter comment, letting us know, being a part of the show. I loved these video messages that we got to hear through audio form. Stryker, Burrito, Keith, as always. It's always great hearing from you guys. It was great hearing all your comments. Twitch, thank you for showing out. Thank you for being a part of this show.
Thank you guys so much.
You have made us laugh before the show, during
Twitch
the show,
and YouTube.
I'm sorry, and YouTube. It's been an absolute amazing episode. If you guys want to be a part of the show, hang out with us every single week on Twitch and YouTube. We live stream simultaneously on Wednesday/Thursday nights. We kind of make up our minds the week of, but we will.
It depends on my trivia schedule.
It really does. If you want the honest truth, it depends on Amy's trivia schedule. And guys, thank you so much. Once again, if you want to support the show, it's at patreon.com/Avengers podcast. You can see all the reward tiers we have, and some reward tiers will be coming soon. But we're excited for the ones we got, and we're excited for you guys to get some bonus content from us. This has been an absolute wonderful ride, an amazing episode, and I'm excited. So we're probably going to hang out with our Twitch and YouTube listeners a little bit longer. But guys, Abingers Assemble, Loki season finale, and Black Widow. What are we thinking, Emmy?
I there's so many comments that I didn't even see, and I need to go back and rewatch this just to see what some of you guys said, because you guys have been so absolutely fantastic, and I really appreciate it. Like, it's honestly like this is a highlight of a week. Like, this is what's gonna push me through. Well, I guess the weekend is not bad, but
trivia.
I'm not gonna cancel trivia.
So trivia is more important than you guys.
Yeah, we found it out here.
No,
they just don't play trivia over the weekend.
Oh.
But
Tuesdays, I thought, was that option.
Tuesday's not a weekend. Who taught you?
You misunderstand me.
Oh, well,
you misunderstand me.
All right, guys. I'm not going to give final thoughts and final words. I'm going to combine the two like a He Who Remains and a Kang. So, Clinton, final words and thoughts before we head on out of Avengers Assemble episode 3.
I mean, I think Emmy said it pretty well, to be honest with you. I am excited for this. I love the Avengers Assemble because you guys do bring fresh perspective for all of us. There's a couple, more than a couple. There's a few things that you guys have said that make me want to rewatch it from that lens, because there's stuff you pick up on that we didn't, and vice versa. That's why I love this community and I love this segment. It's a lot of fun and I love interacting with you all. So thank you so much. And I love you guys and keep it up, please, because I love this community.
Good stuff. Emmy, final words and thoughts.
Agreed. And I guess we're in a pickle.
Guys, I'm going to end this show here just to be honest, because I want to tell you all thank you for making this community something we never thought it could be. We're shocked you guys reach out to us. We're shocked when we see our Facebook blow up. We're shocked when we see the Twitter blow up, Instagram. You guys give us so much joy in our lives, and you have made this show more than a hobby. You've made it such a blessing to all of us. And whether you're live on Twitch or YouTube with us, or you're commenting on a Twitch or a Twitter comment or something, or if you're hanging out in Abingers Assemble on Facebook group, or just liking an Instagram post, you guys have been a part of us, and you have made us laugh. You've made us smile. You've made us think, and you have been such an incredible experience for the three of us. And we know we couldn't do this show without you. And I just can't tell you enough how much you mean to the three of us. And we said it previously, 75 episodes, we're just getting started. The three of us have always said, if this show is fun, we're going to keep going. We're having a lot of fun, guys. And I hope you are too if you're listening. And thank you so much for your support. And we cannot wait. So a lot of exciting things happening. We're going to keep on producing content during this little break of the MCU. Stay tuned. And we cannot wait to see you guys on the other side. So for Clinton, Emmy, my name is Brandon. Have a good one, guys.
Muted? Are we muted?
I hope so.
Yeah, you're always muted every single time.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I mute you guys on purpose because
I said, I'm glad you finally revealed your name after 75 episodes. I'm sure everyone was on the edge of their seat.
About fucking time. It's Brandon. Let's call him out. You assholes. I had a real moment and you guys are being dicks.
He usually says, I'm Brandon.
I do reveal my name almost every episode, Clinton.
And I'm joined by two assholes.
Well, on this one,
that's not
said,
usually what he says.
On behalf of Clinton, Emmy, and my name is Brandon, I was like, they didn't know.
What the fuck?
Just FYI, we are still on Twitch. Just
they're aware. Clinton's aware
Yeah,
he's being an asshole. You act like Clinton's not aware he's being an asshole in front of people. You act like, just so we're aware we're on Twitch. Clinton's fully aware. I have an emotional moment and Clinton's like, let's dick with Brandon. That's what happens. Loki.
I was gonna use.
I'm gonna go grab a Coke. So, yeah.
And get a water.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Emmy, host the show because Clinton's a dick.
We're gonna end up as a drag race podcast again, or The Mole. Did anybody watch The Mole back in the day? Way back in 2001. Brand who? Yeah, exactly. Oh, his name is Brandon. That's a dumb name. Should probably find another. Who am I rooting for on All Stars? Okay. I think Ginger Minge. However, I think and this might be me reading too much into it now that we're so far into the whole franchise. I want Ginger Minge to win. Trinity K. Bonet, also love. Scarlett, I absolutely love Scarlett. I think that production is bringing Eureka back again, and this is her season. I think. And like I said, I haven't seen, so I saw this Super Bowl episode. I haven't seen whatever episode dropped recently. I I love that you guys get me completely off topic and start talking about Drag Race whenever Clinton and Brandon are here. And then
don't you do
like,
it, assholes. Don't hey, I'm talking to you, chat. Quit being an asshole and making us a Drag Race podcast. We're not doing it.
Really, they are pushing Eureka. I really feel like they are.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem, Emmy. That's the problem.
So all of them. I gotta see episode 4 onward. It's not that hard.
Brandon, why don't you have a mini fridge in that room? Because I have too many action figures. I gotta make space. So, cheers to mini fridges. Brandon, you'd love it. There's a lip sync battles. Okay.
You really would.
Guys,
you really would. I know that you've seen a couple seasons.
I've seen a couple seasons. I have watched it with my fiance. It's actually a pretty good show. It's just
you should see season 6. Season 6.
The way he said see season 6. You should
sickening.
You should see season 6. Which seasons? LOL. Keith. You should.
Yeah. Which seasons have you seen? No, you watched Utica.
I watched the Bob Ross impression, which pissed me off. I don't remember the seasons, Keith. Don't put me on the spot, buddy. I don't know.
What are some queens that you remember?
Utica. I remember the guy who wore like a yellow shirt and he looked like Big Bird. I can't remember his name, but he was a big dude who had a lisp.
Big dude.
Big dude who had a lisp. Okay.
That kind of sounds like Silky.
Tina Burner. That was it, Keith. Thank you.
Oh. Tina has a lisp?
Yes, he has a lisp. Have you, Keith, verify, please. Just, yes.
She. Can we pronoun people properly?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be that guy. You said dressed like Big Bird. Yes! Tell me he didn't. That yellow thing she wore, excuse me. Tina does not have a list.
I'm sorry. Tina Burner is not Santa Claus?
Lisp. Okay, I'm just a dick. I don't know. Sorry. Guys.
I went to DragCon in LA in 2019 and it was a wild time.
Guys, this has been
I'm sorry. I saw Comic-Con. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I was like, DragCon, whoa!
You're just so crazy.
I love my favorite queens are
Defo Bob, Jinx, Alaska, Adore.
Brandon, I cannot tag you on the
Katya,
comments on the Facebook
Trixie.
page. Why? I don't know why it's like that. Let me look at my settings, Buddha Baby, so you can tag me. That's weird. Jordan Rod. Hey, Jordan, you sent me a friend request. I think he's already signed off, but I just accepted that. If you're a friend of a friend, I will accept you. Let me see. Group. Hold on. Let me go to my settings, Buddha Baby.
Brooklyn Heights also, like, that's exciting. I met the princess, which honestly, like, doesn't sound that impressive because she was one of the first few queens that was kicked off. But like, I did meet her, and my friend had met. It was like a competition to see who could like find the most famous queen. Katya, Bob, Bianca, and Sharon Needles on my face. Yes. Okay. Sharon Needles is slightly unhinged. Like she's just like almost out there so far that it's like, are you okay though, girl? Like, are you? Taste. Also, okay.
Emmy, we're just rambling. We just need to get off this. So, Clinton is not here right now. Hopefully, he'll show up before we head on out of here. But I know he's had to piss, but he's got the longest piss stream in the world, if that's how long it's taken him.
Okay. So, Sharon Needles and Alaska were in a relationship, and Sharon Needles won season 4 and then didn't like the fact that Alaska was getting some recognition, like that she wasn't like the main character in the relationship, and so that was the downfall of that relationship.
Clinton, help me. Hold on, Clinton, I got the fix to this. Hold on a second.
And then Alaska won.
What's going on?
No, Alaska was on season
Yes, we are.
5.
So I've muted Emmy. She can't talk right now. So that's wonderful.
Perfect.
Yeah, she was just
Okay, I'm back.
She
I'm
was
back, y'all.
ranting about Drag Race. I muted her again. She's shocked. She got to take a deep breath, but that's good.
Clutch your pearls, honey.
Emmy's muted, so we're good here. We're gonna continue. The audacity. Don't worry, you're muted, Emmy. No one can hear you. So
Nader said, "Clinton, save us."
Yes, someone save us because there's the burp. All right, so Emmy's getting pissed.
Can you mute that shit?
I love having the mute button.
So I'm gone for what? 5 minutes,
dude. It was all
RuPaul podcast.
It's like Hawkeye. I was gone for 5 minutes and it all turned to shit.
Y'all both left me, and I'm sorry. That's
your default.
That's what happens.
More like 10. Okay, Brandy, always calling me out. Come on now.
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
Do you love me, Brandy, or do you hate me?
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've got to edit this episode and I've got to put it on all our podcast platforms. So I have on cassette and
on cassette.
We're gonna actually on vinyl is what I was hoping.
Vinyl's coming back, baby.
That's why I'm putting it on vinyl. So this is going to be an episode that really is going to be awesome. Cannot wait. I feel bad because Todd is a patron of ours now. He recently subscribed to our Patreon, and I meant to call him out.
Who?
Oh, Todd and Tim as well. Tim and Todd. Sounds like they should make a podcast together because I think it's wonderful.
I was gonna say
Tim and Todd.
Tit for tat, Tim for Todd.
Tim and Todd. I feel bad because I didn't see it until after we stopped recording, but it's great stuff. Vinyl Cherry. Sorry, I see Keith tagged Vinyl Cherry. Oh, Vinyl Cherry. I met Jinx and Katya as well as Trixie.
Katya. Come on.
Katya.
I do know. Now, Trixie and Katya, I can get on board with.
Okay.
Anyway.
I went to the Haters Roast and met Jinx, Ms. Cracker, Latrice, Thorgy. That's weird. And Mimi, I'm Frust. And then I saw Brooklyn Heights for my 19th birthday in 2019.
Mimi, I'm first. And also, Latrice Royale is my absolute spirit animal.
We're back.
I love her. I love Latrice Royale. She's my favorite queen of all time. I love Latrice.
Did y'all see the Doctor Strange?
God, girl, get a grip.
Did y'all see the Doctor Strange with the shovel figure? Melissa, no, I did not. I need to see this. Is it a Funko Pop or is it a Marvel Legends?
What shovel figure?
Yeah, let me. What are you talking about, Melissa? You've got my full undivided attention. I posted that YouTube video on the subreddit. I love that we have a subreddit. Buddha baby, you're amazing.
Oh shit! I need to go. I guess follow our subreddit.
Yeah, our subreddit.
I don't know what a subreddit is, guys. I'm.
You're so old.
The boomeriest right now. I have no idea. I don't understand how Reddit works.
Well, you're old.
I meant to ask for real. It's already got 10 members. I meant to ask for real, like, should we change Avengers Assemble posting to like in the Avengers Assemble on Facebook? Because that's a little easier to keep track of on Facebook.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have Twitter and a lot of people don't have Facebook. It seems like it's an either or situation, and we've already kind of. We'll talk about it offline. It's a big question. Or maybe a combination. It is out of the order, but I really like that we've had a lot of Twitter listeners, and honestly, I think it's going to be a combination of the both if we change it. I can't see us getting rid of Twitter because we have such a good following on there. That's our biggest audience is Twitter.
Yeah, that's our biggest audience.
Yeah, I would not want to get rid of that. Doctor Strange gonna be digging up some skellies.
Elizabeth Olsen did say that Doctor Strange is scary in the Multiverse of Madness.
I'm excited, and I know it was supposed to be a scary movie when
well, she said it's still gonna be. So
I hope
it's the scariest they've done.
I hope so. I really hope so. Well, you asked for parking lots in Nashville, Nader. I love it. Liz like plants. Comicbook.com. Marvel News. Spider-Man. No Way Home. Doctor Strange. Shovel. Ooh, I'm going to look that up, Liz. I'm going to look that up.
That Funko Pop. Brandy said I only go on Twitter for you guys, and there was an idea. So
Oh, yes, and there was an idea. If you guys don't listen to There Was an
Yes.
Idea, we've had her on our show a few times, and we've been on her show. Great podcast. A lot more serious than us, but still a damn good podcast. It's a Funko Pop. Wait till you see it on Twitter. Cannot wait, Melissa and Liz. Link to it. Doctor Strange and the Shovel. I'm looking it up right now.
Is it the shovel from episode Dose?
Oh, I see it. Holy shit. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay. I love Funko Pops. Oh,
I thought people said they were posted in the Reddit. I don't see any posts in here.
M said Vinyl Cherry.
What are y'all doing? There's no subreddit posts.
This is
Come on.
This is bullshit. M said it's labeled as a horror movie. Oh, please, Vinyl Cherry, be right. I know they've talked about it, but I know I think it's Scott Derrickson. He left the project, and now it's Sam Raimi. I hope it still continues.
Well, they said classic Sam Raimi. So he originally did what, Evil Dead or something like that. He did one of the classic horror something.
Horror. You know when you say horror,
But he did
like
the classic horror stuff, you know.
Horror.
Okay, well, okay. They're not whores. Sam Raimi.
Okay, I thought he did Evil
answer.
Dead. Thank you, Keith.
Twitter has been the best platform for getting 4 million signatures for the release of Cackling with Clinton.
God, Nader, I wish. But honestly, I don't have Brandon's sultry voice and his pizzazz, so I don't know that I could handle doing a thing by myself.
Clinton, we've never had you do the intro. Let's have you do the intro.
No, let's don't.
Come on.
No,
Clinton.
let's do, because
Here
I've
we
had
go.
to do it twice
All
now
right,
in the
Clinton,
last
here you
couple
go.
weeks.
You're doing the intro. Clinton,
Do
ready
it.
to go.
Do it.
Can we do it like Brandon? Like
Yes.
looking at his
Yes.
phone?
Yes.
Welcome to the Avengers podcast. Blah 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 and blah blah blah, and that's ABINGERS. Avengers podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and wherever podcasts are available. And there's a lot more than that. No, it's ABI. We are the Avengers. We assemble weekly to binge the MCU and all things nerd, old and new. I've almost got it down in my brain. It's just out of order.
That's how I did it the other night.
It's all out of order.
I try. Yeah, it's like I know all of
all
it.
three of us together. All three of us
But I don't
together.
have the script on my phone like he does.
It's
so he
okay.
just is like,
We'll do it without a script.
phone.
Here's my phone. Here's my phone. It's laying down, and it's blank. You can see it right now.
Hand it to me. Hand it to me.
Here it is. Take it. Take it. There's my phone. All right. Here we go. All three of us together. We're going to be simultaneously what people can't hear. Here we go. Welcome to the Avengers podcast, where we assemble weekly to binge the MCU and all things nerd, old and new. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are available. If you like the show, consider giving a 5-star rating on your podcast platform of choice. It goes a long way with us getting eyes and ears on the show, and we greatly appreciate your support.
Appreciate it.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
and fucking Patreon.
I love you guys so much. We all
Gonna
bring.
add that shit in.
Yeah. So tonight I was trying to mimic you. And you threw in that Patreon thing, and I was like, I don't fucking know what.
What the fuck is he gonna say? And I love M. M was like, I love that he's adding the Patreon. I'm like, I do it just to fuck with Amy and Clinton because they fuck with me. It is not to boost us. It's just to fuck with them. That's it.
Nader always coming through the harsh tags, the hashtags.
What's the harsh tags?
The orgy interest.
What did he say? I couldn't see it. What did Nader say?
Well, Keith first
Hashtag-
said this is how ears get pregnant, and Nader said it's orgy intro time.
Oh, guys. Oh,
He
the
also had a hashtag earlier that cracked me up. Was bone me once, shame on you. Bone me twice, shame on me.
God, I love our listeners so much. They're so damn funny. Oh, the funny
I
thing.
also love about this Twitch thing and just our community in general with our Twitter and Facebook and all that is that everyone else is like talking to. It ain't just like waiting for us to talk. Like they're becoming friends and they're talking and they're like developing these. I love it. I love
It's
the community.
wonderful.
It's an absolute community.
It's wonderful.
I really love it. Like,
No,
damn.
I
damn.
agree. Well, guys, we are going.
Guys, we gave birth to something that is,
Beautiful.
I mean, beautiful and weird. And I love it. And I'm so excited.
Guys, we're going to head on out of here. I got to edit the show and I got to be in bed soon.
I've got to pack for my long trip to work tomorrow and then work all day and go book a hotel and a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
Do you know what Clinton said to me was that he was going to come and stay with me, and he's not.
He's
and
a
I'm
liar.
very much butthurt about it.
Well,
like,
I got a hotel now through the company.
Yeah, it's all about the hotels with you. When you don't need me, you don't need me, and that's all it is. You dick.
you're just capitalism.
You're such a dick.
What?
Yeah, we're getting
You're
off
just
the rails.
you're just capitalism.
Buddha baby. Good
I
night.
don't know.
Capitalism America.
Good night, mamas
Yeah.
and papas. Keith and I are best friends confirmed. Love it, Em. Love it, Keith. All right, guys, we're gonna head on out of here. We got some. Actually, I got some editing to do, but Clinton's got some packing to do. Emmy, what are you doing? Clinton's packing.
Not
I'm editing. What are
the
you doing?
fudge kind.
I'm finishing this season of The Mole, the
No,
first
I
season of
remember.
The Mole, and I'm also gonna catch up on the
Well, good stuff, Emmy.
All Stars episode. I don't remember which one
Good
it
stuff,
is.
Emmy. All
All
right.
Stars season 6 and Big Brother.
All
Big
right.
Brother's good shit.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. 4 hours. We've been streaming for 3 hours, 52 minutes, and 47 seconds. That's a long time. I'd say that's a good stream in the books. We love you all. We are getting out of here. Thank you for joining us. You guys have
Love
been
you guys.
tremendous. We love having you on the show. And yeah, we're going to head on out. So have a good night. We will see you later. Don't worry, we won't play you in stereo anymore. We'll do your ears a favor. But thank you so much for joining us. Have a
And in
good
the
night.
words of Usher, peace up, A-Town down.
A-Town down.
That's it.